Well, hello everybody, and welcome to All Will Fall, a post-apocalyptic survival colony sim, where you design, build, and manage a massive ocean city. The construction system is entirely physics-based, meaning you need to think about things like how to support large structures through technology and advancements in material. Alongside of this, you will need to manage a colony of individuals separated between workers, sailors, and engineers, fulfilling all of their needs, and balancing all of this against the backdrop of survival and resource management. There are currently 8 unique scenarios, from the one we'll be playing today, the broken tanker, to the peaceful tropical island, or the roll of the dice, the rogue lake city, a map where you get random chances through trade to get technology, making progression a test of your intellect and ability to adapt. The game also has a really detailed sandbox mode, where you can select any of the original missions, and also some additional ones like this where you start on an empty 4x4 platform, and the empty island, some really cool stuff. Now, more importantly, there's an advanced tab feature, so you can select any of these maps and completely change the starting condition of that. They have some scenario templates, but you can simply just click and change what you want the starting resources to be. You can say, I want to start with, 1 worker, or I want to start with 100 workers, and you can see how hard that would be to survive and get everything running and all the food, all the way to time, the water height, and how many boats you start with. And we can see that you have some starting technologies in some of these templates too. So you can go through all of these and just kind of pick what you think is going to be unique. On top of that, there's also going to be a Steam Workshop integration that's going to have a bunch of community maps. So there'll be even more crazy designs as the game goes forward. Let us begin All Will Fall, available on Steam for a limited time discount today. So this is a rather tough campaign. I'm just going to pause and kind of get into it. We're essentially on this tanker. We have to move between zones and cost fuel. We're limited in our resources. We're going to come into new zones that we're going to have to build out to get resources that we need. Now, after failing several times, I've realized you want to do things in a certain order and really look at the math of technology and how to get your food and water production going. So we're going to start with some very simple strategies. Now, the very first thing we're going to do is just let them all get off the ship and start building out our basic infrastructure. I'm actually going to place my storage over here on this side, and I'll show you why in a bit when I start getting some other things up. So we're going to place storage right up here, and they're going to start building that out right now. And we can also destroy the boat over here to get some junk, some wood, and some fuel. Now we have a drop-off point for all the things that we're collecting. I'm going to get some water storage over here. Bingo, got that going. And then we're going to get up our food storage over here as well. Bingo. Now all that is gone. So we want to dive straight into research and the Build Society tab. And I'm actually going to place that right here. Now another thing is we need to start getting into the resources. Now fuel is everything in this game. And eventually we'll be creating our own fuel. That's going to be kind of the drive. But right now we need to establish basic wood, water, and food production. So we need to use this fuel to blow into areas, but we also need to be really smart about how we do that. We don't want to put our explosives too close to buildings we already have. So what we're going to do is place the explosive right here. We're going to try to blow into this back area. There's a ton of fuel and some wood. And then we'll get some ladders going up to the water and junk up here. There we go. That was a good amount of wood right there. Okay, so now we're going to get an explosive, and we're going to place it right here. This will blow into this area and get some of the stuff over here. Now that our education is up, we're going to place 2 people into the engineers. We're going to immediately go into the woodcatcher. So let's talk about the strategy we're going to use here. We can see the production time produces and the production per hour. We're going to go off production per hour. It's going to be a lot easier to do this math. So we're producing 1.5 wood per hour. Once we get the woodcatcher up, we'll go into the wood boiler. For 1 consumption per hour, we can produce enough water to facilitate the 12 population we have. After that, we're going to go into food. We're going to get up 2 fishing huts. That will produce enough food per day for the 12 people that we have. That will get us to the equilibrium. We still have the issue, though, that we're going to need to produce fuel at some point. Now, luckily, we'll have enough fuel for 3 to 4 jumps. Plus, we may be able to get some other stuff. Once we get the basics going, We then want to immediately get up our first simple boat and a dock because there's a lot of free floating wood and everything around us. That means we'll have established a base where we have our basic materials, but we're also getting bonus materials because sometimes you have to repair your ship with junk and wood, which also raises another question. How do we do that? Well, we're gonna have to get an electric junk catcher. This requires 3 electricity, which can be found over here in the hamster wheel producing 3 electricity. So we'll get a hamster wheel, we'll get a junk catcher, we'll get everything going. Then at some point we're gonna go into wood to fuel. And in the future, you can also put junk to fuel. So we're just going to have to figure out how to produce enough fuel to keep jumping. This is going to be the hardest part of the game. Once you get the basics established, like food and all that, it's actually not too hard. We're going to run a lean ship until we have better items, some passive, like we want to get into passive water collection, passive energy collection. So there's a lot of great stuff, and we'll get into more of that. There's wave generators, there's all types of stuff. So the goal now is to gather fuel. Like I said, the first thing I want to do is get this woodcatcher up. And we need to watch our storage. This fills that pretty fast. In fact, I usually like to go with 2 of these. Now, another great thing about this game is if you just hold down, you can move pretty much anything. So in the beginning of this game, I'm going to be placing things in areas, and we're going to be moving it later. We're just going to try to make this as easy as possible for ourselves. So now that we've blown into this back area, there's a ton of fuel back here. We're actually going to fill this full of houses down here. This is the perfect place to put your houses. But now we need to get up top. So we're going to do 2 birds with 1 stone once this technology is done. And we're going to build out our woodcatcher up top over here, along with a pathway to get to these resources. All right, woodcatcher is up. Now that we'll be able to stabilize our wood production, we want to go into a wood boiler immediately. This also just costs 20 wood. We're going to slide him out over here. You can see he has a back and side entrance exit. This is pretty cool. So we can just literally have him come in over here, place a staircase right here, place these guys thusly, get a ladder coming down, just like that. And if you want to be extra cautious, put a support beam under that. And now we'll have access to this whole upper area. Boom. We'll get this up. And now we have 1 worker coming in here, gathering wood. Now we have access to this back area here. We just need to put 1 tile to get over to the junk. We're going to click on the junk and say it is a medium priority. Here is the water. So now we have 2 things. It's asking we should stockpile. Focus on stockpiling water over food. It's a lot easier. Now we do have 56 wood. We're going to let them continue to collect wood. We have the wood boiler. So we're going to get the wood boiler up right here. And then the next technology we want to go into is the fishing hut. So that's 20 more wood. In the wood boiler, let's place the 2 workers here. And they're going to gather wood from all the other areas. Now over here, we're also going to want to blow into this spot and get this out and open. So let's place a bomb right here. We actually have to kind of wait. There's a lot of oil they haven't gotten to. All right, we have the fishing hut. Now the fishing hut we're going to need 2 of. So you can see you can't really intercept these that easily. So we're going to place 1 of the fishing huts, and we want to place it in a way that we can push out. If we place the supports there real quick, these supports will actually hold us, and we can bump out once. This will allow us to get a railing. Okay, so that worked out. And then now I can get out my railing like this, so that we can have future docks and all types of jazz. And then we'll get 1 person in the fishing hut here. And we're going to need 2 of these as I described. Okay, so you can see this is another good spot for a wood collector up here. So we'll get that going. And I think the goal here is just to get a basic staircase up. Just like this. There we go. Get the wood out. Now we have another fisher. We'll pump this up with an engineer. Ooh, look at that. We got 30 wood for free. Perfect. So now our next technology is in gathering is a simple boat. So we're going to start getting housing out here soon. We're producing enough wood to keep up with our water. We're producing enough food to feed everybody. And we need to jump up the junk to priority. We need more of that junk to get that boat going. So we're going to place him over here. And we're going to blow this out. Let's get our bomb over here. Ready to blow. Boom. Okay. And I think one more bomb and we're good to go. All right, we got the simple boat. Let's blow this out. Perfect. So we're actually going to get 2 boats up at some point in the future. Get them going. So now we can collect junk and wood outside. And for technology now, we need to be a little smart. So the hamster wheel requires junk. Leisurely benches is only 10 wood. So a mushroom farm is just water and wood, of which we have a good chunk. So the mushroom farm is really speaking to me in a lot of ways. But sun distiller would require junk, rain catchers. Realistically, we should probably try to get some more junk here. So there's floating junk everywhere. That's why these boats are so darn important. So this is that set course. I'm not going to move until I absolutely have to, but you can see why I want to get multiple boats. There's a lot of good resources out here. Okay, so this is saying the clearance is blocked by zip zap percentage. And you know what? This is why I'm kind of putting these guys up here. I just found they work a lot better. There we go. Just like that. Get that going. There we go. Now we can place the staircase in a way that kind of makes sense. I'm feeling a little bit better about this. We'll just watch it. Get a worker in there. Now we have enough wood. We're going to risk it. We can always destroy the houses. But let's get 6 houses up. We're going to place them down here. I need to get the morale up just a tiny bit. There we go. Got it cleaned up. Perfect. Now we do have enough junk now. I think we should go into some passive ways of getting things. A junk collector is nice, but I don't think we need it quite yet. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. The sun collector's there. Okay, so let's go into hamster wheel. Oh, this is beautiful too. All right, so now we have a little bit more wood. We're gonna get out a few more houses. That's perfect. Now we have enough housing for everybody. They cannot find a path. Okay. I think we're good now. So we need to blow out this area over here. I don't want to use too much of my fuel, but we'll get this one. And we'll detonate this guy here. Boom. Okay, that clears it all. All right, we got the hamster wheel. Now we're going to hold off on building it for a second. So with the hamster wheel, what I'm thinking we want to do is go straight into the electric junk catcher. That way we have a good equilibrium. So we're positive on food, we're positive on water, we are slightly positive on wood. So if we do take on additional people, that's the problem. We have enough water to take on individual people. You can see our production is 17 to 12. But our consumption of food right now, I don't think this is correct. It says 8 to 12. I think it's a little bit more like 12 to 12. And we're not producing enough food. Okay, well that's not good. But we just got this guy up. Let's give him a second. Yeah, so our production now is 16 to 12. We're barely there. So let's look at these people over here. They are sailors. Ooh. Sailors are important. Sailors are very important. See, these ships here, they can only be piloted by sailors. They're hard to find. Now, if I take them, I'm kind of risking it. I'm kind of risking it because we're going to need a little bit more food. But I think it's the right call. We're going to take them, and we're going to immediately get out some more food production. So this is what I'm going to do right here. Get out our little ramp parts. And there we go. That's beautiful. So we got a front-loaded little spot. And now I have all these sailors. I'm going to put an engineer in here. That's awesome. Okay. So now, what I want to do is create another dock and get these ships going. Now, I'm going to be honest. It took me about like 7, 8, maybe 10. I don't know how many times I've done this. I've just been going. I kept like going, oh, wow, I could do it this way. Or, oh, wow, I could do it that way. I just kept realizing I could do a little bit better each time. All right, we got the electric junk catcher. So if we want to do this, we need the hamster wheel. And that is going to require wood. Okay, so let's let them catch up. But now we have 2 ships. So we'll put the sailors in there. Now we have 2 ships going out and getting us everything. Dock is inaccessible by boat. Okay. We need to give a little bit of clearance. And put a little ramp. There we go. Bingo. Now we have 2 drop-off points. And we have an individual who is unhoused. So let's get him into a home. There you are, good sir. Oh, here it is. So this red, we got to get out of here. So we got to set course. We got to find lands. It's going to cost us 60 fuel. So we got enough to do about, you know, oof, almost. If we can get to 240, that would be perfect. That'd be 4 jumps. We have enough for 3 more jumps. So now we're in the middle of nowhere and we're out of ruins. So I'm kind of focused on not dying. And what we want to do is try to find any resources in here. So there's iron back here. There's a special crate up top. What I'm primarily interested in right now, though, low-hanging fruit, tools would be awesome, but realistically, fuel. So there's a lot of tools here. And these are actually pretty easy to get. Now we have to expend, that's the problem, right? I have to expend fuel in order to get to some of this stuff. So we got a pile of steel right there. So this is going to be the hard part, is it's so far away. Okay. Well, let's do some brainy stuff. Let's try doing a support here. Okay, no. Support here. There we go. Sorry. I'm trying to get this going. There we go. 2 supports. And then... yeah, I don't know if that's going to hold. Nah, it's not going to hold. We're going to have to do it out of wooden supports. We were able to get up that way. Let's do a wooden support here. Oh, we can't do that. That's so weird. Okay, build that up, please. There we go. Oof. So we gotta destroy this with explosives. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try going this way. And we'll get all of our money back. Our wood back, I should say. There we go. Oh boy. That is some sweet iron right there, too. I need to, unfortunately, blow through a bunch of stuff over here. And I hate doing this, but that will give us access to the iron here. Iron is really, really valuable for late game stuff. Advanced buildings will need metal, so it wants me to collect 50 metal. Alright, so let's go to our science people. So you can see there's like the recycling center. So consumes trash to make steel and wood. There's a lot of cool stuff. All buildings get 300% range. That's pretty cool. Now, one that's actually nice is wood from walls and getting metal boats as fast as possible because they have better salvaging. I think food is going to be kind of the issue. And water and wood seem to be the 2 things that we can produce pretty easily. Like one more wood catcher and a boiler and a mushroom farm is very feasible for us. Yeah, I also feel like we don't have a whole lot of free people. Let's just get the explosives going here. I do believe we might need another woodcatcher, unless we get lucky. And I think maybe we will. So there's only 10 wood over here, right? So 2 boats is pretty good. They'll roam around and get the low-hanging fruits. And there's a bit of an RNG. Okay, so every time it generates this, I don't know what it's going to be. It's new every single time. So you never know if you're going to have enough wood or not. All right, we got our big bombs. So there's some wood and junk. And I think we can place that there, right? Nope. Place it right there instead. And try to blow up as much as I can. There we go. 1 more should do it. There we go. Now we have access. And then in the back side over here, bada bing, bada boom, we're good to go. So we should really try to get this. And, oh, my bad. There we go. Now we're ready to go. Now let's see if there's anything over here that I should go for. There is the peculiar object. We're going to go for that. And I probably could get the supports to work with some of these buildings, but it's just been kind of finicky. But they're going to town on the 32 there. We should also get this stuff, because we're supposed to get 50. And then for this, we got the junk catcher, so that's a beautiful thing. For energy, let's go for a wood and wind turbine. I feel like wood is the future. Anything I can do that's going to be easy is the play for me. We'll put them up right here. Get some staircases going. Ah, beautiful. Wood. Alright. So we'll place a sailor in there for now. And we've almost got all the metal. So over here is some more junk. I'm going to hold off, though, because we have 196 fuel. And I think the next thing we need to do now that we have wood, like I said, we'll get the wind turbine, but wood to fuel. So it will consume 3 per hour to produce fuel, because that's basically if one of these is going to be enough to get us out of here. But what we do know is we need 3 wood per hour. So we're going to need probably 2 wood catchers. We're going to need another person. This is going to get a little tough. But if we can get to that point, that equilibrium where we're producing enough fuel per day to move and everything, we have everything, we're golden. All right, we got the wooden turbine. So let's check this out. So this will produce 2. Works more efficiently at higher terrain. So you can see here, it's we're looking at 89%, but you need a huge clearance. See, interestingly enough, we can actually even put it up on the side. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, I'm kind of leaning towards this. We'll just do a ladder. Beautiful. Full steam ahead, sir. Okay, so we finally got that. We'll have to come back to this guy over here. The real question is, how do I get up there? Yes, sir. Right here. Okay. Yeah, we'll get this. There we go. Then we will go up and place a bomb. Ah, shoot. Well, we have some time. We have 44 minutes. So I think we can try this. Let's see if we can get it. I can always cancel right before everything goes. Boom. Okay, what do we find? 15 junk. Hand it to me, 15 that. Engineers know. We get more out of it. We need 15 of those. Okay, so we got a bunch of junk. Not bad. We'll get our monies back over here. Okay, well, that's pretty much everything over here. Not bad. Not bad. All right, let's try putting it that way. I think the problem is it's saying it doesn't have a whole lot of clearance. Oh, that's actually weird. Yeah, it's saying it didn't have stability there. I think it's just the way that it was connected. So let's just try this. Nope, same problem. There we go. But it's not gonna hold. Oh boy. Yeah, it works only when the wind was blowing. The wind just wasn't blowing before. So here we have 100%. That's not bad. We'll go with it. But that's not going to be, you know, something I can rely on. But it's nice. It's passive. But let's do wood to fuel and see where we go. We have a lot of wood coming in. We don't need junk quite yet. We're full up on a lot of things. We probably need more storage. I'm definitely a sinner for letting all that wood go to waste. Okay, let's get 2 of these up. There we go. Now give us a little bit more room. Now we don't have to let all that stuff go to waste. Perfect. Yeah, so right now, no wind. We're doing pretty decent, though. I think we can probably let some more people in. But we're going to have to probably start researching better structures. Our supports really suck. All right, these people want to join us. Who are they? Their own boat. All right. We'll get 2 engineers. Okay, let's take them. And let's get up another house. Let's see, where do we have room for a house? Right here. Yes, sir. Put a house here and here. There we go. All citizens reach housing quality of 3. Here, maybe this will help give them some resources. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Yeah, you can see our energy isn't at full capacity. This thing will help out, but it's not going to get us where we want to go. So let's take a peek. What else can we get over here? There's some cement and some high-grade stuff over here, a little too far away. Now, I think we've kind of exhausted this point. But yeah, we didn't get any fuel out of this, so that's dangerous. And that's why we need to get into fuel production immediately. All right, and the big storm is coming, so we're going to have to leave. And we should actually... You got to be kind of careful, because if your ship gets damaged, which is kind of an RNG event... Right? Let's just get out of here before the ship gets damaged. Okay, so we found a random encounter. There's something on the horizon. So we can keep looking for land or we can investigate. All right, we're going to get back on course and we're in a new area now. Perfect. So let's see what we got going on here. We have a low-hanging fruit over here. There's iron. There's peculiar object. This is where I would actually argue potentially getting into the better boats is a wise idea, because we can passively get some more advanced materials that way. But hold on. Oh, yeah, and then over here, another guy over there, and some food storage, and a big vault up here. We need tools in order to get into it. Okay, I am going to... Wow. Yeah, we found a big old city. I'm going to let them continue to trek along. I think we're doing okay. Food's starting to go down in a pretty big way. So we have a lot of wood. Oof. Yeah. We should probably get some passive water collection going next. And then get up a mushroom farm. I think that's going to be the route we take. Because if we get a mushroom farm up, I think we can get some more people in here. Alright, so this is the most important thing. And we have just enough material to make it. But look at the freaking clearance on this darn thing. Okay. Now this is going to pollute. It's going to be a polluter. I'm going to place it right here. So now we need 3 people in here. We'll put 2 engineers. I really don't want to put a sailor in there. But I'm going to put a sailor in there. And then we'll go down. The gravity battery would be smart. So now we can make our own fuel. Let's get some benches up, man. These people are sad. Man, we only have a few people open, so we're going to have to kind of take people out when they're not gathering resources. I don't know why. I'm just going to get a bench. We'll get the bench up right here. We need to blow this up over here. Eventually. Well, I want to do it because it will damage things. The electric junk guy. We're going to need a hamster wheel dude and some other stuff for that. We don't quite need it yet. It's just nice to have. All right, the next technology. Watchtowers are kind of cool. Leisure buildings could help out. A wave generator would be the smartest thing we could do, honestly. But we'd have to get the water wheel. And that's pretty inexpensive. I think the wave generator is where it's at. That's for energy. And then we don't have to do the hamster wheel. Let's go that direction. All right, so now we are producing fuel. We did it. We should be able to be completely self-sufficient, almost. And there's water, there's that. I think we're going to hold off from going into the buildings for now. And I'm just going to kind of focus on getting the basic stuff going. All right, they really want me to explore these yellow crates. Oh, nice. We got 4 more sailors. Okay, we're going to take the 4 sailors. That's going to increase food consumption, but... You know, honestly, I could probably just go with the fishing hut for the time being. We're going to want to... I don't really like the fishing huts too much, though, as you can see. They're kind of a drag. And I think we need to start kind of min-maxing here a little bit. So right here is better for him. We'll get the wood gatherer back there. Okay. All right. That gives us what we want. We could technically have a ramp just coming out the side. All right. I think what we're going to do, use a little bit of support. Get a little bit of this action going. No, I got it all wrong. There we go. Okay. Let's just do this fresh because it's kind of irking me. There we go. We just need a staircase. There we go. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Okay, so we'll get a fisher up over here now. There we go, 100%. Just move this here, and we're golden. Get a sailor in there. All right. Water is going down. So, wood is going down. We're gonna need a temporary water boiler. This is a temporary thing. And we're gonna need another wooder. And what we should probably start to do is try to get passive things going. Ooh, nice, we got a fireplace. So we're gonna get a little trash barrel. Another wood catcher. So I'm feeling pretty good about some of the things. Okay, with the fuel production going, we need to get out over here. My people support me. Ooh, we got policies. Okay, so we got fertilizer. All right, so our diet is neutral. Indoor versus outdoor. I'm happy with freedom. 20% happiness from house quality. Better than others. Man, there are some crazy policies. Green or dirty. Okay. Green is plus 20% work efficiency, negative 20 for polluter. Well, we got a bit of pollution coming. Work efficiency, negative 10%, plus 5 happiness. I think people are happy. Yeah, we have one person who needs a house. I don't think we need to do anything with policies right now. I think we're okay. I'm kind of not at a specialized stage either, so I don't like really want to specialize. Okay, we got 2 people there. We got a new fishing hut. We got some explosives. It's a good day for us. So let's just blow this area out and let's get on with our lives, right? Boom. Okay, so the woodcatcher can go right here with staircase behind it. And now we got ourselves another woodcatcher. Oof, we're going to the wood fast. And now we can unlock new perks. So we just got our first. Sailors gain 15% increased movement speed. That's cool. And we can increase their water, food, rations. We're not quite there yet. Loyalty is pretty low. And we can get their leader up too. So we have a little bit of a ways to go. So if we were to get up our workers, they would get plus 2 carry. It's pretty cool that you can do that too. Plus 2 carry capacity. 5% increase production efficiency. You know, out of all of them, the sailors moving 50% faster is pretty cool. So we're going to table that for now, but that's good to know. And we're definitely producing enough fuel. I'm a little freaked out about our wood consumption. I think we might have to... Okay, hold on a tick. We got to get this all proper. And we got to blow this up. I'm going to move all this stuff again. What we may actually want to do is get to a point where we have like 200 or 300 gas, right? And then just stop. There we go. Okay, that got a lot of it. I'm feeling good about my future now. Wood is getting scary. Our consumption is so high. So I'm not content with just one woodcatcher. I think 2 is in order. There we go. And we'll get the other guy up. Yeah, getting into electric water production and getting up those wave generators, I think is going to be the smartest thing we can do. There we go. And he's saying, I don't have access. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. There we go. There we are. Now we got the wood coming in, but we're clearing through it. But we'll see where we're at here in a second. We got a lot of wood catchers going out. And 18 per day. Water wheel, yeah. Okay. So let's go down here. Let's see, do I have any room for more housing? I got a spot right here. There we go. I'm gonna pop out 1 tile, put 1 more. That's enough for 2 down there. Ooh, what's this? Little ship. Oh, it's a trader. Oh, why trade when we can just take? Okay. Wow, for 14 goods, 56 fuel, 89 lumber. For okay, so goods. There were a few spots where we could have gotten goods. To be quite honest, we might need to start looking into that. I'm not going to take anything from him. I mean, I could take the goods and lose the influence. Let's just be nice for now. So the wave generator requires steel. Let's do it. I think it's worth it. Let's get some storage next to this. There we go. Oh, I see what's happening. We had some junk blocking us. Yeah, you gotta be kind of careful. That's a good thing we have 2 boats, because it is screwing up our production. And I think for now we're gonna refund this. It's just not working out. Ah, crap. I should have left that. My bad. There we go. Okay. The water boilers are doing a little too decently. We got 2 of them. So we got 2 workers in this guy. I'm gonna turn off the water boiler. That'll help with the wood consumption. Ooh, they want a true captain. Okay, they're getting mad because they haven't chosen where we're going. Okay, we can get rid of that now. Holy cow, though. There's some junk inside of here if we blow it up, but yeah, we're gonna get these wave generators going. Oh geez, yeah. See, I can't get the floating metal because I don't have the medium ship. So that's another tech we can go for. All right, we have stabilized. We have finally stabilized. And the big storm is coming. It's coming strong. We're getting the wood out of the walls, and I think we're doing a fantastic job. We're gonna have to leave now. All right, let's do it. Okay, what do we got going on? Something on the horizon. Ignore, get +10. Yeah, we kind of need the loyal. We kind of need the influence. Let's keep going. All right, we're in a city ruin. Let's see what we can get. That's easy. Oof, that is a lot. Let's pause. Oh boy. Bunch of wood. Wow, 100 wood. Next to water. Next to fuel. Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah, there's some good stuff. There is a peculiar object right there. We're a little far away from some of this stuff. Do you see how spread out we are? That is a vast distance. I don't know. We probably need to get up the junk collector here. Let's speed this up a bit. Yes, everybody's I don't know, they all just really like this one fireplace. I'm gonna blow this thing up over here, so I don't like it. I gotta be careful not to blow up buildings underneath it, though. There we go. Yeah, there's some junk in here, too, that we can get. And let's also get this back here. There we go. Okay, almost got the wave generator. Now that we have a wave generator, I think we've solved our water issue. There's sun energy. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Consumes water, though. So we could look at foods. I prefer passive stuff, though. So, for instance, we have a sun distiller. And we can get a bunch of those, but they don't produce much. Now, getting a metal boat would be really smart. Let's do wood from walls, and let's try to get a metal boat next. In the meantime, the wave generator. Holy cow, dude. These things are so pricey. 70%, eh? It's not bad. We only really need one. Yeah, you can see it would really screw up everybody back here. Now, here's the deal. Can I just place it here and it's good to go, or let's find out. Okay. So production 70%. That gets us the 3, I think, that we needed. Okay, so that gives us our 3. The electric junk gatherer. Oof. This is 70%. And you know, 70%'s not too crazy. Not perfect. 83%. Okay. Let's try it, man. Free junk, man. Can't say no to that. Okay, so let's place 2 sailors. We have 1 free person now. Yeah, that's not bad. 83% clearance. We found a broken boat. We can deconstruct it. We can fix it. It gives us an extra boat. We don't really... Well, what kind of boat, though? Right? Well, it's only 15 wood. Let's find out. What do we get? Oh, it's a simple boat. I wonder if I would have waited till I had the technology unlocked if it would have given me a better boat. But we got 5 junk out of that. We spent 15 wood. We got an extra piece of junk. Oh, that was bad. Alright. Wood from walls. Now we can go into metal boats. I want to replace all my boats with metal boats. Metal boats can get metal from the lower areas. So there's junk. So these boats are awesome because you can see they're floating around. We're getting stuff. We got... this is fully powered. We don't have to have a person for it. So then after this boat, we're going to go into passive water collection. And then we can reduce the amount of workers we have. We're at a great equilibrium. We have enough food coming in. Yeah, I'm really digging this too. This is awesome, having some passive junk. We have 289 junk, which is, you know, kind of crazy. So our storage for water is maxed out, and that's bad. So let us get up more water. All right, we'll do water there. All right, and the normal storage, we'll do 2 of those right here. There we go. Get that going. Gotta have extra storage. Would you like to buy some people? I can attack the raiders, gain 2 people, gain loyalty. You will receive the beacon of hope, send out rescue parties for new people, minus 20 influence. I can use someone like you. That gives us human trading post. So how we, yeah, and +1 citizens. So we can just literally just buy individuals. Let's be nice. Let's get rid of them and get the beacon of hope. There we go. I'm not going to build it right now because I don't want it. But if we ever want to get really crazy and big, we can. And what we need to do now is get into better stability. So steel structures enables metal gathering huts and metal boats to deconstruct some environmental metal. So we want that. That's a no-brainer. And then over here, oh yeah, it's just junk and wood for these boats. Okay, let's hold up. Let's wait for these boats to get back. Seems fair. Promise engineers reach happiness. I'm not going to promise anybody anything because I don't care. All right, we're going to get rid of that boat. And we're going to get rid of this boat. So now we're going to get metal boats. You can see the metal boats can gather junk and all types of stuff. So boom, boom. Put our sailors in there. We're golden now. We got big boats. Okay, so this is huge. This is huge. You can see that these boats can get junk, metal structures, and fuel. The other boats, they couldn't do that. They could get junk, but they couldn't do metal structures or fuel. So now we can get the low-hanging fruits. I think we're producing just enough fuel to go between each point. Yeah, at some point we're going to have to increase our water and food so we can double rations. A lost child. We could arrange a funeral at great cost. We could lose a person. Oh, I don't have a whole lot of material. I'm going to lose a person. And then I'll welcome these people. Perfect. You can pay, you can stay. Ooh. I can tell them to give me all their stuff. Let's take them. All right, we have 2 people who need a house. We're getting a little full up. Yeah, I'm starting to kind of like, oh boy, you're gonna go inside over here, and you're gonna go on the other side. There we go. All right, let's see. Maybe I can. Yeah, that may have been a bad place for them. All right, we'll put the house up here for now. All right, they're looking for their friend. Yeah, he was a slave trader, so we killed him. Yeah, they're looking for their slaver friends. Sorry we couldn't help you more. Your people are happy here. Maybe they should stay here. Your people are safe, they can go with you. I have 6 available people. And we'll lose citizens? I don't know which ones, though. I would actually like to get rid of 2 people. I'm going to let the 2 people go. I took on more than I can handle. I regret my decisions. Steel structure. Okay. An advanced boat. Concrete, foundation, and fuel. That's cool. We need tools for that. Okay. So here we are in the water. So we can get rain catchers. That's really cool. Sun distillers. Here's the problem, though, that I'm actually having is that we need better structure. So let's start going into better structure. Yeah, metal smelter. That's pretty dope. Oh, we need to be able to like expand this out and have stability. Like this, we're gonna build a basically like Vegas on this thing eventually. Changing your life. -1 engineers, +1 workers, +2 worker loyalty. I'm gonna lose influence. I don't want anyone to get too upset with me. And let's set course. Oh, workplace accident. +100 food for what? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean shut the door? Here's the plan. Oh my gosh. No, we can't afford to lose anybody. Jeez Louise. Let's set course. Let's get out of here. Dark things are happening here. All right, we're down to 88 fuel, so that's getting a little scary. I don't think we're keeping up. But if it weren't for having that fuel generator right now, guarantee you we would not have had enough to leave. All right, we damaged the ship, and they want 30 freaking metal. Oh. So we're not going to be able to get out of here unless I can get 10 more metal. And so we desperately need to be able to produce any material like that. So here's 60. Now, I do know that if we can get enough of the structure... Yeah, you can see here we don't have a good foundation. Alright, let's try this monstrosity that I've come up with. Okay, how much time do we have? We have a bit of time. We have a bit of time. Okay, that's not bad. I can work with that. We need to blow in. And we're gonna have to blow up some of our own stuff. That's okay. Yeah, I can work with that. There we go. Come on, guys. Please, someone build a bomb. Build the bomb. Alright, he's saying he can't get over there. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. I can't see why. 1 second. Let's get that out of the way. Rebuild it. Oh, nice. Nice. We got the wood support. Nice. Wooden path with railing. This gives us speed bonuses. A bit more support. Oh, wow. This can support things above it. Now that is cool. That's nice. Look at that. 9 hours and 4 minutes till it collapses. That's much better. It can only go one freaking direction, though. but that's much nicer. Okay, and then now, there we go. Yeah, I just had a little bit of a difficulty over there. Got that up. There we go. Blew that out. Now we can get over here, immediately get all that iron. Beautiful. Well, now that we have these nice little supports, it's going to help us out tremendously. 4 hours. We just need to replace these before they crash again. Okay, now with technology, we need the ability, like a recycling center, to produce this from trash. Oh, there we go. Consumes 16 to produce wood and metal. We just want metal. Consumes 8 to produce 12. There we go. Requires 14 energy, though. This consumes trash. Ugh. Produces 20. Oh, man. That's not bad. You use a little fuel. Thing is I don't have 14 energy. So we have to go with metal smelting. I don't want to do it, but we gotta. And let's make sure we get all that iron. We gotta fix this boat. If we don't fix this boat, we die. There we go. So that only cost me 30 metal. Beautiful. Now let's try to get as much of this as possible. Yeah, being able to produce, if it's going to cost us 30, being able to produce that much is going to save us. Oh, we got a trader. He's got some good deals. We don't need any of it, but he's got good deals. We could take his stuff. I'm not going to. But we could. He couldn't stop me. All right. We need this iron to get this research going. Probably enough. Yep. Got good fuel coming in. I think things are going our way finally. Okay. So we cleared this out. Is there anything? Water? I don't think. Okay, so down here. Aha. I need to get this guy to come back home. He's on strike or something. He's a worker. Let's see. Can I get him to come back? Yes, sir. All right, perfect. We don't need him for that. I just wanted to move him. Gonna delete this. Okay. There we go. Well, that was a fun little adventure. That was kind of crazy. But we got enough of everything that we needed. And now we're just getting our tech going. But yeah, there's like floating iron. That would be good to get. Everybody's going crazy. All right, we're back on track, man. I'm so stoked. I was worried there for a second. Everyone's got a house. No one's mad at me right now. So yeah, this guy's not... Yeah, we got this cool thing here. We'll need to get a little bit more... We'll need to get like a battery. Maybe I should get another lab. Because I think technology is holding me back. This house, for instance, I think we need to... Let's put the house right here. That'll work. Yeah, there we go. And we'll get a tech center up right here. Get more technology going. We need to start stacking stuff. I need to get in the next tier. But I'm glad I got those 2 engineers now. They can help out. Oh yeah, metal freaking smelter. So we're not gonna... Oh my good lord. Good lord, sir. Okay. Will this hold? Can I place it right here? I don't know. Let's see if it holds. Oh, it held. Cool. So we'll only use this when we're running out of iron. That's the cool thing. Is like we don't have to use it, right? Okay. Now the next research. Sand extractors. Yeah, that's for cement. Metal support buildings. We need tools. A wood press. Ooh. Consumes junk and makes 18 freaking wood. Yes, sir. There's some cool stuff in production. I feel like we... Ooh, metal elevator. Yeah. We need to get some tools. So that is my next goal, is we need to raid these houses. So, well, we can't research it until we get that. Now, water. Water is cool. We should have probably done this earlier. Let's go into distilleries. There's a lot to do still. We have a lot of reorganization to do. So let's see. Are there any tools that I could potentially get easily? Oh no, we got the big storm coming up. We got the big storm coming up. 111. Like, yeah, we're flirting. We're flirting with that fuel, man. We did blow up some stuff. Let's get out of here before something breaks. Okay, where are we? Ooh, this is the worst one yet. What is this? Oh boy, there's some fuel over here. I'm at 57 fuel. We'll have enough for our next leap. But yikes. All right, we're gonna just lose some speed there. I'm feeling good about our tech progression. Okay, we've got the sun distiller. I'm wondering if there's a more compact way we can make energy. Capacity per meter, gravity battery. Then there's just regular battery. So for 7 energy, we can produce 3.5 per hour. So energy is really what's holding us back, but that's the problem, is that, yeah, a metal wind turbine would work, but it only works with wind. Waves only work when they're connected to the sea, but you can see we need a big old back. So if we don't get tools and we can't expand the structure, that's what's holding us back. I mean, technically speaking, I'm just trying to make this behemoth, and I don't really have to do that. We're basically just trying to find land. Oh, nice. We actually moved to another city. I didn't even tell it to do that. That's good. That was I'm sorry, that was an encounter. Okay. Oh, look at that. Somebody loves me. Somebody loves me. No one I know in real life, but someone over here. There we go. Yikes, dude, this is cool. So we're going to do this. All right, this is the plan. Get a foundation with a staircase, a big staircase like that. Man, I am so excited. We're actually gonna have tools here in a second. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. That's bingo right there, man. Let's get in. Okay, so that will give us the tools. So we're definitely going into some heavier production. Need energy for that guy. This is all too high. We have enough fuel to make one jump. So let's just start on it. Let's do metal support buildings, because we're going to have the tools now. Being able to expand our passive energy structure is really going to make it easy for us to go to the next level. They're getting the tools. And then over here we have some fuel. A bit far away. Oh, we got fuel right here. All right, so we really need to make sure that we're being smart. So let's see, what can I do here? All right, I feel like coming out from over here. Yeah, we got ourselves a little drawbridge area. All right. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. So what we're gonna do, pause, staircase, destroy that, and do wood path with railing right in. And bingo was his name-o. Highest priority right there. Get that. Oh yeah, that's great. Not too worried about the junk, but yeah. And you'll be a second prior. Oh no, that's wood. That's a broken floor, my bad. There. Come on. Did we get all the tools? Oh yeah, we got the 20 tools. Cool. I mean, they could tear this place apart for the wood if they want. I'll leave it alone for now. But let's go get that gas. Extra gas. It's a big old pile of it too. How much is that? 20? Yeah. Can't say no to that. Alright, we need a little bit of iron. Looks like we're doing great. 137 food, 298 water. Alright, they're not even bothering over here, so I'm gonna get my resources back. Oops. I love the undo feature in this. It's really nice. You can actually just keep deleting too. It typically goes away. Alright, getting that gas. And down below, we have a pile of metal. Not bad. I'm getting a little scared. I don't know what's going on with our fuel situation. And wood is getting a little trickier. Alright, we got metal buildings, though. That's why we need to get away from what we're doing with water production, burning wood, and get passive. So I got the sun distiller. So these only cost 15 junk, right? And it looks like we can mob these. So, you know, the best place to do this is like these in-betweens, right? So if I build one there, do they have access to it? No storage attached. Okay. So that's right, we have to have it on storage. We'll get one there. There we go. So these will give us 0.13 per hour. So currently, with the wood boiler, we're producing 2. Oh boy. This will help out a little, but oh man, it's not gonna do a bunch. And you need clearance. It looks like maybe I could do this. Let's try this. Alright, so this area is good. Alright, we're no longer attached. Yeah, it has to be on the water. Or does it? Let's see if I can get the freaking thing up. Yeah, it has to be water. Okay. And people are trying to join me, but I'm not about it. I could tell them to find another place, but the sailors won't like me. I'm gonna reject them. I didn't want to do that, but I had to. Okay, we need to look into some other methodologies here. So tools production, that's pretty cool. You need sand. We got the metal support energy. Let's look at metal wind turbines and see if we can start getting some of that stuff going. Man, we did get metal unlocked, so now we can use iron. We don't have a whole lot of this stuff, but that's okay. So the biggest question I have is, now that I have, you know, metal support, can I move this stuff out? Still 70%. Oh, that was a big one. Okay, so we got 2 of them. That gives me 100% there, but it still says it's gonna fall. Okay, there we go. So if I put that structure there and get the wood up, if this works, that'd be awesome. Building will collapse in a bajillion hours. Cool. I think we have to use metal. Okay, metal path worked there. Oh, damn, it's not gonna hold. I can go 1 tile out with this. I mean, that's a start. It's a start. Being able to go 1 tile out is a start, but it's not, you know, not what I was looking for. If we bring this over, still 70%. You know what? Maybe I couldn't go out 2 tiles, but maybe I can go out a tile in 1. So here's actually the support values. So this has a support value here of 768. This has a support value of 288, but you do have to wonder if we get it like this. Let's try this one more time. All right, we didn't need pathing. They're just being difficult. Yeah, it still won't hold. Actually, I think I know why it won't hold. I didn't mean to delete it. It won't hold because it needs one more thing on the bottom. Yeah, I just realized it's a set of 3. That's a metal elevator. I don't need that. All right, yeah, let's try this. Okay, we'll build it out like that. Then we'll put it out. See, I didn't have the bottom support. I don't know if that's gonna... Oh, that was it. That was it. Okay, yeah, so we have to support every part of it. Oh my gosh. We are in business. That is 100%. Also, what it means is that I could probably put a wind turbine up on this, on the backside too. Okay, so am I gonna get greedy here? How many of these can I do? Oh, well, won't let me go up anymore. Oh, I don't have any iron. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to turn this bad boy on. We got enough fuel to get out of here. We collected some. A ghost ship, eh? Plus 30. Ooh. 10 iron and 20 that. Minus 70 wood, 20 metal. 30 metal. Oh, yeah, I'm taking it. Taking that for the influence loss. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why can't you get to here? Oh, boy. I built it all weird. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now it's going. Let's get a little bit of iron production going. I'm really stoked. We can actually start building out a really cool base now. Shit. There we go. Ooh. You'll receive end goal huge ship. In ship goal. Iron. Oh, fuel and parts. End goal ship. Our hope for a better future. A massive ship that will allow us to sail the horizon in search of new lands. Foundation. Or we can get some free stuff. That's a pretty cool goal there. That's very achievable. 300 of each. Alright, let's go for it. A steel ship might hold us all. I think I could turn this place into safe haven. End goal huge ship. 50 influence. A better place. Gain 5 order. I kind of... Yeah, let's go for the middle one. Now, we're doing really decent on resources. I'm kind of a little freaked out. I think we need better storage. Okay, so we got the metal wind turbine. Oh, dude, this thing is massive. Okay, yeah, we're better off putting this thing up tall. We need to blow this out. Let's get a bomb in there. We're gonna forgo this weak thing we were trying. Let's blow it up. All right, next research as well. I'm trying to think of an area that I think we're struggling with. It's mainly energy, but let's go for the battery. Okay, this is kind of driving me crazy right here. I need to get a bomb up here, so we'll build a platform. All right, put the bomb right underneath it. There we go. There we go. And we didn't hurt him. He'll come back. Don't worry. Sometimes when you blow him up, it doesn't kill them. I've tested it, trust me. It just, like, kind of stuns them. So we can get an elevator going in here, which is kind of cool. But they're expensive, too. Okay, let's see if this works. If I put it here, put that there. Let's see, where are we at with this? Yeah. What's the... I think we're actually already at 100%. Okay. So we just really need a ladder up. Yeah, we gotta do it on the right side. Alright, so that's clearance. So technically, we shouldn't be in the clearance zone here. Perfect. Oh, crap. I'm gonna try to get some support. I don't have enough. Alright, I have another idea. So it could not support that. Let's try side by side. Alright, we're gonna turn this off for a bit. Get a little freaked out. Alright, now that it's like that. Oh, nice. They were able to get up under it. There we go. We gotta put one worker in there. And that will give us 100% efficiency in 4. I don't know if that's worth it. Because that's 4. Like, why not just do the wheel? The wheel is small. That's 6, not 4. Sorry, yeah, 6. So it's twice. Okay, so it's twice as much. It's twice as much as the wheel. I guess that's okay. So we're gonna get our ladder up just a tiny bit more. There we go. Now they can get up there. But now it's actually, yeah, I don't know if it's at 100. A sailing trader. I'm just gonna let him go. Shocking news. Insulate all the wires. Just dry your hands next time. +1 loyalty from everybody. Oh, heck yeah. For 50, yeah. We got like 500. That's a no-brainer. This is cool, though. I'm stoked about this. So now we need to focus on, you know, getting up all the passive stuff. Having a little bit of, you know, passive power, I think is good for us. So we got this producing a lot with no people. Got a gravity battery. 5 per meter. Ooh, need 25 iron. So iron is really going to be the big bottleneck for us. We may need to look at the recycling center, because turning junk into wood and iron is really advantageous for 6 energy, which is exactly, yeah, that's good. So we're going to need a little bit of iron, of course. I'm wondering if getting another wave generator would be the wisest course of action, because I could probably, what I could probably do is pump out something like this and have 2 of these guys facing the opposite direction, which would give me enough room over here for something else. Okay, so what's this guy doing? He's just a fishing hut. So food is, yeah. What we need to do is get up a greenhouse. I'm going to switch gears. If I can get up a greenhouse, I'm not going to need my fish people anymore. So if we go mushroom farming, it will consume water and wood. If we go greenhouse, it will just consume water. Well, I think consuming water and wood is a reasonable goal. I think we can do that. I think we should focus on energy production, especially these guys right back here, because we can get electric water production, and wood is pretty decently easy to get. And here comes the big storm, so let's get out of here. All right, we have 60 fuel once again. This storage is not reachable by citizen. That makes 0 sense. We've heard about this place. 2 hours. Okay, so we could lose everything. Oh, cut his throat while he's talking. So someone's trying to rob me. And that sucks. And we're just gonna hurt him. Something on the horizon. Investigate it? Yeah, let's investigate. Word spreads. I don't want to welcome these people. What are they? Workers? I'm gonna ignore them. We got a little spot over here. There's some junk. We'll let our boats get the rest of it, but nothing really critical. Okay, mushroom farm we have. Food warehouse would be nice. Fishing boat. First time I played, you're probably wondering I'm not using fishing boats. I didn't find the fishing boats to be that great. It's really hard to know if there's going to be fish anywhere, and most of the time they just sit around. That's why I don't do that. Electric greenhouse. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. So wooden houses, 4 people. Let's get some wooden houses. That's a good one. I'm trying to like think about space saving things we can do. Yeah, so fuel we can't touch. Water is going down steadily. Wood production's kind of through the roof. And mushroom farm makes a whole lot of sense to me. It's a big building too, so that's awesome. So so we would be producing 2.5 versus 0.5. So this is worth 5 fishers, right? We could get rid of all of our fishing with that mushroom farm. And it's just going to be wood and water. Okay. So we're going to get up wooden houses now. And then what we need to do is get up electric water desalinator. And that will solve a lot of our issues. We'll be able to just start cranking out big old energy supports. Now, we probably should get another wood to fuel up. I think wood production is basically going to be the one thing that I want to continue getting from the sides, right? There's wooden houses. Oh, wow. So these are basically the same as these guys, but, you know, a little bit bigger. Okay. So we're going to go down yonder and start deleting. And we're going to replace all the houses down here. There we go. Okay. That was a lot of stuff. Okay, so one there. Okay, so this is the problem down here. Is the doorway. So what we'll do is we'll face it. Okay, yeah. You can see we have the capacity to go out this side. So let's just stack houses this way. There we go. There's 4 down there. Now that I realize I can put them that direction, I'm gonna get rid of these guys. There we go. There we go. So now I can stack 2 that way. It's a little claustrophobic down here, I know. And then we're gonna have to be kind of weird about this. We're gonna get 1 right there. And we'll get 1 right here. Oopsie daisy. Pull this back just a tad bit. We need to be able to walk back there. Yeah, there's a little close. There we go. Now they have enough room to walk. Perfect. Okay, so getting housing up. Now our loyalty is going to go up. Once we get happiness 15. Nice. First tier on all these guys. And we're sailing through the tech. Yeah, electric desalinizer. We don't have any... okay, so this is... This is dangerous. There's a fishing spot right there with 50 food, but... Like I said, I think farming... We're in danger. Yeah. So... Yeah, know your place and be happy about it. I'm not taking anyone's side. Alright, we're going to go back on course now. So, we want to find these yellow crate guys. That's good. Down here we have iron. We need that. We need pretty much everything that we're seeing here. Okay. So, the iron is probably the most important thing. That's goal number 1, but it is blocked. We need bigger explosives. We have just enough fuel to get out of here once. I think we're going to have to start researching the better explosives. Oh, we can just clear it normally. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, if I can just get to it, I can clear it. Okay. Well, I can do that. Let's test that out. Okay, so only one of them is going to collapse. There we go. Oh, it's not even going to collapse. Perfect. Nice. There's some pile of metal over here. We can get that. Let's set a bomb off. Okay. We should be able to get up here. Let's see what's going on. Get this guy going. Boom. We're in business. All right, well, let's use the small guys. There we go. Okay, just a little bit of stability. I think we can solve it. There we go. Perfect. Let's get that bomb up. Bingo. Okay, we got access. Let's prioritize the heck out of that. We got 7 hours. That's cool. We're gonna get this, then we'll go up top. Okay, they want to change the leader. Work efficiency on energy, societal work efficiency, walk speed, and carry capacity. I like this. Wire to be the pusher. +1. Do it. Okay, we're getting a little bit of that iron we needed. Like I said, this is a little scary because we're running low on all the resources we need. I think we need to double up our field production as fast as possible. And I think the electric desalinizer is going to be the key to all our success, because that will reduce our wood consumption, which we can then throw into fuel consumption. Oh crap, I messed up over here. I wasn't paying attention. We got plenty of wood though. All right, we'll wait till morning. All right, so we're just waiting for daytime now. And then we'll make our way back over here. Get that beautiful iron. Steel, I should say. Or pile of metal. Here we go. So we could do metal pathing. That's not a bad idea once we get rich. But we're going to use the wooden path with railing. There we go. Speed that beautiful thing up. Now let's get in there and get it done. Oh, and they're saying there's no way to get in here. Okay. I see how it is. That is wood. Let's blow this up. It's going to be a little tough because we don't have too many extra people right now. Let's take 2 out of the small lab. Leave the other one going so it's researching, but we'll get that going. I'm going to use a little bit of wooden support so I don't have to delete as many tiles. Won't completely fix it, you know, but it will give us a little bit. Or not. There we go. Nope. It's all just falling apart. Oh, my bad. I know exactly. I accidentally put it sideways. I hate when I do that. Yeah, you gotta be really careful because the railing here goes one way. That's interesting. We got the middle. Okay, we got a bomb. Let us delete all of this. Then set the bomb off. There we go. It has to have a connection to detonate. There we are. You know what? These have this. Looks like the same. This is 96 out of 80. Okay, this is 96 out of 200. There we go. And then now we can just slow dance down into right inside. Boom. Now we have access. Perfect. Let's get everyone over here. And I'm going to try to see if I can get this a little bit more stable. What do we got going on here? Just a normal storm coming. Get that support. That support. Ooh, look at that. We were able to stabilize it. Beautiful. Over here, we were able to take in 3 more sailors. Let's do it. And you know what? While they're over here, and now that we have it stabilized, we're going to put a support right here. I'm going to delete that railing. And we're going to go up and over. Over like that. Get rid of it. There we go. We have 119, so we have enough to leave if we need to. Let's get a bomb up here. Oh, there we go. We ruined it. Perfect. All right. Put 1 support, and that got us there. Beautiful. Okay, so this guy here, we're going to have to get someone to come and remove that by hand. Still got people down here. We took on those new individuals. Let's pull both of the engineers out from over here as well. And just get as many people over here as possible. This is great. I'm finally, like, successful. It was so stressful in the beginning. And now we got this cool little island society, and we got so much to do. This is, like, where the game begins. Okay. I want to put this as a metal boat. Okay, so this is what we can gather here. Advanced crane, metal crane, advanced demolition, metal boat. So I need to research a better explosive in order to get through this stuff. So I'm going to have to go out of this. This is starting to hold us back, right? So we need explosive barrels. And it is 1 junk, 4 fuel. And then explosives is, ooh, iron. All right, so let's get this. We can do that. So I'm going to need to put some people back. There we go. But we can at least get this. But yeah, we'll have to blow this down. I'm just going to put everyone back to work. Alright, look at that. We got it done. And just like that, we got ourselves that research. Let's see if that will do it. So we needed quite a bit to get the gravity battery. The other one will take tools. I do think getting a battery up would be pretty smart, but we'll hold off on that for now. So this should do it. We'll place this explosive. And we'll place it right here. No, actually. Right here. Get a little bit more. Because when we blow these, we're going to get iron out of them. This is actually cool. It's not that expensive. Oh, jeez. I blew it all up. Alright, well, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know. I know that's not an excuse, but it was pretty cool looking. Okay, so we have one more try. Because there's a nice little area down here. And we'll just have to place it more intelligent. And we can blow into that one pretty easy. So let's try this. If I take a ladder and I go down like such. Oh, right here, sorry. Yeah, if we go down with the ladder. Alright, we got that last piece. And then we just kind of skirt around like that. Get that last one. Okay, now it doesn't have any bearings. So we need to be careful that we don't blow it to smithereens. So this one, I think we can just use a basic bomb. Let's put it right here. Because we can't get to it. Okay, so pathing goes up. Ah, there we go. Now they have access. Get them down there. Oh, we got a fire. Grab some metal. Use any water. 180 water. Throw someone over. I don't want to use the metal. Let's use the water. Missing water. Oh, God. And we just got a missing water event? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, well, that's why we have this. Alright, let's replace our water supply. And the new technology that we're gonna need. Electric water desalinator. That will be amazing. Alright, rumor is spreading. Rumors can't hurt us. Time to knock. And some teeth. Alright, we'll just ignore them. We don't need to knock anybody's teeth in. Basic needs. Build a junk shop. Build a bathhouse. Okay, so they want... What do you mean we don't have much time? The rumors were true. Ah, we lost the worker. That freaking scared me. That was a loud sound. Alright. Ba-boom. Oh, it is made out of steel. Okay. Okay, so this section is made out of something tougher. We gotta be careful because I don't want to spend too much of this stuff. And we don't want to blow up this. So we gotta place this in a way that it's gonna hit, but not destroy. So let's see. If I place it here... it's pretty darn close. Okay. No, let's see. If I place it there, I'm hoping it doesn't blow it up, but I feel like it's going to. Let's try it here. Okay, no. Yeah, that will work. Alright. So it doesn't like anything that I'm doing. Let's get a support underneath it. No. Let's just get this bomb in here. Alright, right there. That ought to do it. Okay, we're gonna blow this to Kingdom Come. Oh. Dang. That didn't do much. I think we might need a steel bomb for these. I could try just going around. Okay, let's try an easier route. He'll swim back up, don't worry. They'll respawn. Okay. So what we're gonna do is just try to use the terrain and go around. Would probably have been the easiest way. Okay, there we go. Nice. And we can place a bomb in a way that's not going to hurt us. Right here. Perfect. All right. We finally did it. Oh, nope. Oh, all is lost. All right, we're just going to use a ladder there. There we go. Now we've done it. We'll just put the bomb right here. There we go. All right, the big storm's coming. We got to do this fast, guys. Boy, okay. He's got a way up. I don't know why they're being difficult. Everything is right. You can move around and go that way. We have a dude right there. And, okay. There we go. He just needed... Sometimes they can't walk on things. That's just the way... Okay, we got the bomb. Oh, okay. So, can we get here before the storm? There we go. So, we're going to try. We need a minute. There's some good fishing spots. Maybe I will get a fishing ship. All right, we got the electric water desalination. Wow, there's a lot of trash too. Come on. Okay, what do we get? What do we get? 40 junk. We can lose a bunch of water and food and get 3 engineer loyalty. We can get 30 influence. I think I'm gonna go for the loyalty because that's good. And oddly enough, you can kind of leave your dudes behind. It's not gonna hurt anything. All right, so we're just gonna delete everything. Get our wood back. I'll leave this for the future. Get a railing up. There we go. And we're gonna run the timer. We're gonna run until we can't possibly sit here anymore. We got the electric desalinizer, and we could get a big sun distiller. It gives a little bit more. Not a whole lot. Cloud catchers are pretty cool. Requires 1 electricity, produces 0.33 per hour. That's kind of cool. Water pipes. Not bad. Now, a water warehouse would be pretty dope. 1,000 water. It does seem like they want stuff, though, so let's get some leisure buildings. Let's pay it back, right? I don't know what's going on with this guy. He's saying he can't get in and out. Or something going on. It's okay. Okay, so this thing is going to cost us 35 steel. Oof. So I think the real goal, though, is we kind of need to do all these in tandem. So we need to get away from, you know, making wood boilers, and we need to use that wood instead to make fuel. So let's get out of here. Okay, we're in a new place. Let's take a breath and look around. Got some steel down there. Oh wow, that's one of the biggest buildings I've seen before. And there we go. We got ourselves a locked entrance, which requires a bunch of energy. Nothing crazy, but we do have enough fuel to kind of get away. Okay, so I think we have enough fuel to turn this on. Start making iron. And then over here, wow, we got leisure fast. So here is a bathhouse. Consumes water. A junk shop. Well, a junk shop doesn't seem to consume anything but junk. And we got a lot of that. So let's do a junk shop. I think that's like, we got plus 25 junk coming in, so. Now, if we want to expand, we need a lot of steel. We found the water thieves. Oh, we can take our water back. Plus 100 water. We can let them go for loyalty. We can take them. And we can get some influence. I'm partial to the loyalty. Let's take the loyalty bonus, because, you know, it's good to have people like you. And let's look at our policies now. Let's see if we can do something cool. Plus 25% walk speed for -1 carry capacity. Negative 25% walk speed for +1. I just, you know, I'm happy with where things are. +1 consumption bonus, plus 20% worker efficiency. Waste reinforce. Oof. These are all really cool, but I just don't want to mess with the status quo. +3 happiness for -10 influence. But you see, the thing is I'm okay. You know, like I don't need to hurt anybody. Headquarters order. Okay, so this one is, we need more knowledge, small lab, plus 20% work efficiency for labs, or 20 for that. So let's go with freedom, and that's going to give us this increase happiness for everyone. So that one makes sense. Picking leaders, freedom, have elections every week. Neutral groups will sometimes let you pick. So what's the benefit of that? I don't know. Like, I know it would sway us over here, but I don't know if it's worth it, is what I mean. Loyalty, influence, punishments, leisure, power. Okay, so I'm cool with the social one. For life, though, I don't want to do any consumption increases or anything, so we're just going to stick with that for now. But that's really cool. You can really mess around with that stuff. All right, we have junk up there. We don't need it. We got a big old thing of iron down there. It would be nice to have, but not necessary. We like having freedom, so we'll receive a rule post board. Okay. So I'm going to get that up right here, down here. And here is the thrift stand. People will visit. I don't want to pay for that. Okay, cool. It's just a little posting board. But we definitely need more metal if we want to expand and get out passive energy. I think passive energy is what's going to save us. Okay, so food is going to start just really disintegrating. Pretty much everything. Pretty much everything's going to be harder now. We got our ships going out and getting what they can. And that's a wonderful thing. We have our iron being produced here at the cost of gas, and we have to stop. We have to stop. Now I'm happy with my truckers because you know he's going out over here. He's getting wood. Okay, junk shop. So the junk shop will give us a good leisure. Oof, that is a big building. I like really want to start reorganizing everything. Oh, so bad. Like for instance, we can put this guy over here. I think that'd be a good idea. Get it out of there. We're gonna put our smart people over here. There we go. Okay, so the next technology could get a trading port. Trading ports are pretty cool, actually. Could get the headquarters up. Requires electric, generates influence. I think that they're a bigger fish to fry. So I believe we should start focusing on things like advanced storage would be nice. Capacity 600. We can put all our materials there. It does say it requires workers. So this is like a... I don't know if I like that, because this is like them actually moving. It's like a warehouse worker. I just want the equivalent, like, water warehouse storage, right? But this also requires the same thing. So you can see it's 1,000. So I'm just trying to, like, think this through. Like, what do I need? I need iron and I need fuel, right? So with passive electricity, we could do some really cool things. So something I'm realizing kind of too late is if I place this like this, I could probably get another one on the other side. Okay. We're going through stuff quick. Yeah, we don't have anything to trade this guy. We needed a bunch of wood. Okay, if I give him 19 goods. Yeah, like trading goods makes sense for the tools. I could rob him, but I just don't want the negative juju. And yeah, if I do a waves generator now over here, that's 40. Yeah, it's got some problems. So what I would need to do is pump this out. Ooh. Will it hold? No. Well, that's not true. Maybe I can get it to hold if I do that. Haha! Okay, and then we're gonna need 2 of these. Oh, yeah. So now, I'm only losing because of this gent. This is a woodcatcher. So, kind of the same principle, right? First and foremost, I'm just going to get rid of this shack. So we got this going on over here. This is gravy. At 70%. Let's see if that holds. It does not hold. And I think it doesn't hold because of this. Okay. We were able to put 1 piece in, and that held it all up. So now, once I move this, I don't think they're intercepting each other. I think they're good. He's at 100. He's at 70. Okay. I just gotta move this guy out of the way. Let's see. So he needs to be pushed out. No problem, no problem. We just don't have enough. Now, you know what? I probably could move some of this around. Let's see if I can get this guy out of here. We're gonna need more, but this is gonna help us get to our next goal. Oof. Okay, so that's a woodcatcher. There's gotta be a spot for you somewhere. It's kind of weird that that's only 70%. C access 70. Well, let's see. It'll probably all go away once I do this, but these are both 70%, and that makes 0 sense to me. I'm just going to allow it to happen. It's like, okay. Even though they're like half and half. Okay, I'm going to go with it. All right. We're making good work. So we can get a big one. I think, though, we should probably focus now, since we have the energy, on the recycling center. This will allow us to get rid of our junk. So we're producing, it says like up there plus 18. This will consume 16. And we need a bit of steel. Okay, so I have 69 fuel. Oh man, the story of my life. We were like so close. We were so close. But now we have pretty sizable energy production. Yeah, plus 15. And we need to get a battery at some point. That's really cool. Now I think we could actually blow into these buildings here. Potentially find something. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything that we want. It's all just too far away. You know what I'm realizing though? Hold up a tick. So this big guy, he was 12. These little dudes are 2. So 6 of them, yeah. Unfortunately, well, here's what I want to know. If I get rid of this, and I get rid of... I didn't mean to do that. Okay, if I get rid of that one, and I just use this little dude. Yeah, it's less room, but we don't have anything to do with it anyway. Right? Like, let's see what the support is. 800... 800. It's the same support. Alright, let's just get rid of that for a second. Alright, yeah, it's going to fall. Alright, we got a recycling center, so this is... I should have just left it all alone. Anyway, this thing takes 30 metal to make. Okay, let's get rid of this. We have enough to leave. Let's turn this on. Let's do something cheap. Rain catchers, for instance. We'll get this guy going too. See, these supports are 6, so 2 of those equal 1 big guy. They're not cheap. Right, so we got 38. So the recycling center is huge. Looks like it can fit on the side, which is kind of crazy. Let's just put it right here. Where's the door on this thing? Okay, I'm just gonna put it there. All right. It looks like we need to find the door. So, I think it's telling me that the backside is a door. So hard to tell. Yeah, the backside is the door. I'm actually gonna put it right here. And then we'll get a staircase up. Beautiful. Wow, we didn't have a whole lot of free people. Alright, so this is gonna get us where we need to be. We got rain catchers, perfect. Rain catcher for water storage is pretty cool. But then there's also just rain catchers, and those are also neat. So yeah, let's get a few of these up. And a connection. So this is where you want to get piping. Yeah, it's all good. I think the sun boiler is probably better. I'm just kind of going down the line. Yeah, water pipes would be cool. Another reason why we needed everything. This requires 14 electricity and doesn't make any wood. It makes far more iron, so that's kind of cool. And the wood presser is equally as cool. Now let's get the big sun distiller. No. That requires iron. Let's get a fishing boat. Yeah, there you go. All right, we're in business. So I'm going to turn this off. We're not going to use this ever again. The metal smelter is dangerous. We're going to use this. We're churning through the junk. We can alternate between these. There you go. Okay, we got the fishing boat. We'll need some additional docks. Mushroom farm. All right, so now I'm going to get up the wave generator. There. Ah, it did hold. What do you know? Okay, we're going to do the same thing over here. Gonna move that. I'm gonna undo and delete. Okay. So, interestingly enough, it does mean we can use this, though, to support the bottom. You know what, honestly, I know, like, at first I was like, I'll save some stuff, but it looks so bad, and I'm probably gonna have to redo all of it anyway. Let's just do it proper. Alright, so that gives us 90%. Why does that get 90 and that gets 100? Oh, it's because it's got a piece of wood underneath it. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. It actually needs to go out just a little bit more. Alright, 1 tile gap, just like that. And we'll use these guys underneath. What's cool is we only have to use it on one side. There we go. Now we got it's uniform. Oh, 2 100s. Okay. Got the 2 on the back. We got a big storm coming. We got 89 fuel. This is getting dangerous. So I think what we really need is this battery. And I can put the battery right here. And I can put another one right there. That's pretty cool. At least 1 battery up is good. There we go. So yeah, well, actually I should do this right, because it generates a battery, if we look, capacity per meter. So wondering how high we can get this. We'll leave it there for now. Our capacity is 4. Oh boy, we need to get a real battery. All right, we're gonna get more. We're going through a lot of junk. This is looking good. let's get out of here. Set course. Okay, so I can tell you right now, if we do not get fuel, we're gonna have some serious problems. So we got ourselves a little aisle right here, and it has junk, which we do not need. And down here it has, I believe, steel. Now we've actually got to a point where we're able to create it, so I want this. Now the question is, how big is this gonna be if I do it? Okay, so if I do it from here, all right. Trying to figure out how the heck we're gonna get up in this thing now. This needs to be normal. Okay, let's build that out. And we have 9 hours, 12 minutes. Okay. Well, we got fuel down there. We got junk right here. To be honest, I really just want the fuel. So we'll do a ladder and a little loop-de-loop. Probably only need the one. There we go. And they'll clear that fast. All right, next technology. So we could put a demolition hut up to gather rubble, and then a metal gathering hut to get through that stuff. This might help us out instead of having to use explosives. And I should have done that before, but it's being silly. Honestly, we just didn't have really a lot of people, but okay. So we got 17. Our next goal, I think, is to get an electric desalinizer up, and that's 35. Okay, 7 energy. We're not really doing enough right now. So we got the 2 4s, we got a windmill, we got some kind of battery right now. Almost got all the gas. Okay, everybody is across. We do have a demolition crew now. Our team is hard at work. We are making wood from this too, so that's actually awesome. You know what we might need to do is just kind of min-max for a second and just like turn stuff off, turn some things on, you know. Word spreads. Welcome everybody. We actually do need these people bad. And I think we can just, yeah, we'll go wood crane, metal crane. We don't even need it, but I'm just going to do it. There it is. Okay. Now what I'm thinking is we just put it over here in the back. Right there. Oh, yes. Let's do it. Do we have enough energy? Oh, yeah. So that's going to allow me to come down here, turn that off. Now the real question is, can I do another? Can I get... see how big that square is? I'd have to get so far out of the zone. That's the problem. Just keep going down. An advanced boat would be pretty smart. Let's go with a greenhouse. I'm not going to use it, but they want to change the leader? Okay. Osborne, the expert. Polluters get 25% work efficiency. Yeah, we got a lot of polluters going on right now. That's a pretty good return for us. Okay, so as long as this gen over here who's using 3, so we're using 10, and we're producing 8 and 3. Okay. I think what we're going to do is a short-term solution. Is put up a hamster wheel, because we do have one other person, and I'd really like to keep my water going, and I don't know where the heck he enters from. Let's just put it here and see if it works. He's got a good view for a hamster, so oh, beautiful. And I'll put a worker on you. I'll give you 3. Yeah, he can't get in. All right, well, that's easy. We can just go down the middle here, and now we have access. Well, this actually worked out really well. Yeah, hamster go. Look at that beautiful hamster. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Now we're generating all of our energy. We have so much junk. All right, so plus 26 water. So we're gonna completely stop all the wood boilers. That's gonna give us a lot more wood per day. And that's gonna allow me to come over here and do what we were talking about. So it's time to join the revolution. Now you probably don't have to put warehouse workers in that stuff, so I'm being kind of silly. We'll put you here. Okay, wood to fuel. Another one right here. Oh man, that feels good. Oh, that feels real good. So 3 in there. We'll put 3 sailors in there. There, yeah. Pollution. Okay. Wood is still plus 15. Water is plus 26. So this is what we're going to do. I am going to start something I should have done a long time ago. And that is mushroom farms. So, we no longer need these fishing huts. They're obsolete. I'm getting rid of every single one of them. There we go. And they're all going to be replaced. This is worth 3 fishing huts, by the way. 3 of them. So we're going to replace everybody with this guy. Right here. That gives me a ton of workers. Alright. 2 workers. So it's just going to take water and food. Or sorry, water and wood, which we have plenty of wood, plenty of water. So now, I can maximize my wood potential. So see? Yeah, so we're going to maximize the woodcutters. Once this is all removed. Alright, see that? See that action? That's what it's all about right there. So hopefully this gets the food going a little bit better. You have to kind of wait till later. So yeah, we're producing 40 a day. I think the mushrooms will do great. We need a little bit more housing. So let's get rid of this. Probably need to get the demolition crew to get rid of some of these beams and stuff. Okay, we're going to put a house right here. And I'm going to put a house. There's a few places. I mean, we could put houses up over here. Let's see. Do we have houses for everybody now with that one? I think so. Let's just leave it there. Okay. So we're producing everything that we need. Let's see. Is there anything I could do better with food? The warehouses would be nice. So let's start getting the warehouses done and reorganizing everything. We're bringing in just enough of everything. Boat is idling. 109. Might need another hamster. I think we're okay though. Like I don't feel like we're being held back at all. Changing your life. Okay, I have no problem with that. -2 engineers plus 2 workers. Yeah, I'm gonna say know your place. Lose some influence. I'm losing influence fast though. Okay, we got the advanced storage. So for water, let's go for water warehouse. Now we have a warehouse. So this holds 6. This holds 2. So this holds it's basically 3 of these things. Do I have enough room to delete this? I don't know. Probably could have just made the biggest mistake of my life. Nice. It's going to empty it. Perfect. I just realized there's this over here. I'm going to clean this up a bit. Let's get storage right here. We're going to go sleek. We have the iron now. We got to be cool. Go sleek like that and staircase up. All right, now we got back storage. Now my question is, I'm not going to put anything. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't have to have people inside of those. Perfect. I needed to be able to empty these. Now this is actually an interesting little setup we have here. Clearance is there. So my question is, if I place some big beams back here, boom, boom, right? I could technically destroy all of this and rebuild it, but water warehouse. Honestly, what I'd love to do is put some of this stuff up here, right here, and put rain catchers on it, you know? So how much is this? It's just 25 junk. So if I were to do this, and then I could place... Do they lose efficiency if I have them next to each other? Because if they don't... Ah, they do. Yeah, for some reason if they're in there. Okay, let's try that. I think for now we'll just have to go with the ladder. Now I think they do lose efficiency, but we'll find out how much that is. There we go. And we're gonna have to be able to get up top. There we go. We'll abort that one. All right, food warehouse next. Yeah, we'll see what we can do up here. I have no idea. I never got this far in my other playthrough, so this is a okay. Let's try this. Okay, so over here, clearance 83. Okay, honestly, not bad. So we're gonna end. I think what we're gonna do is redo all this. Just a second here. I just wanted to get the theory in practice. Go to production, social. Guess we can get windows. Windows are cool. Metal house is safety. Balconies, decorations. Let's get some decorations. Got a sailing trader. Yeah, we don't need anything right now. We got the storm coming. All right, let's set course and get out of here. something bad happens. Okay. Now, junk is starting to get pretty close. Like, I think we're going to need 2 of these. So, I think our main goal is to get more passive energy up. Alright, so this area, I'm only looking for special things. Right now, I don't think I see too much, so I'm just going to kind of focus on this little project I have going on. Let's actually, you know what? Before I build these, let's get the other research done on these. Because there's the bigger one. The Big Sun Distiller. Let's get this. Man, we're at a good spot. We're producing just enough water, just enough food. You know, sometimes we get lucky and get some junk down there. Why aren't you guys going? Idling. There's tons of loot. There we go. No good. Oh, good lord. I did not mean to do that. Okay. We need to make it so that we can move around up there. Now we have access to all the water. And we have access to the top. We sure need to make this higher. It's like almost not even worth it. Okay. We got the big boy now. Let's keep going. So fuel the water. That's cool. Cloud catcher. Use electricity to collect water. Requires clear access to the sky. It's not bad. So this thing produces 3.5 per hour. This produces 0.33. But when you look at how everything is, you know, infinite in some regards, it's not bad. But I don't know if that's worth our time. Fuel piping, quite honestly, water pipes, and then building something, you know, out would probably be wise too. So, like, we need a little bit more water than we're producing, but I don't want to boil any of my wood, right? I'd prefer to get, like, something passive. So, let's see. So, this guy is huge. Alright, right. Actually, I just realized, because it's so big, it's possible we can reach it from the floor. Yeah, the corner. Just like that. Oh, dude, that is awesome. There we go. Yeah, now I don't have to have all that weird stuff. Actually, I just realized we already had a ladder. So now I can delete this ladder. He fell, but he's alright. He'll get up. He's strong. There we go. Yep, see, he's back at it. Alright, so my big concern right now... This is awesome. This is really cool, the recycler. My big concern is that we need to expand. Alright, we got water pipes. So now I can pipe the water into water warehouses. Shoot, I think I could even pipe this. I think it just honestly just kind of seems like it goes into it, but let's see. Can I place this here? There we go. I don't think we need to put a water pipe on this. I think it's close enough. See, yeah, you see the distance. They can just move it real quick, but move that up here. Oh, this is my question: is can I pipe this stuff together? There we go, and then there we go. Oh, yeah, this being weird. Oh, there we go. Awesome, I can connect all of them. There we go. And then I just need to get a pipe on this thing. There we are. Yeah, you can just place it right on top of the pipe. Get 2 workers up in there. We're back in business. That's actually really cool. I like that a lot. So now I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Look at that. The water just instantly... the output's just instantly going in. But I'm a little afraid I don't feel like we're making enough. And that's where the cloud catcher would have came in. Okay, concrete support buildings. Requires sand. So sand extractor. Tools productions. We have 40... Yeah. Consumes 14. We can go for that technology. We got some more people over here. 3 workers. We're going to take them. The big storm's coming. We have almost 200 fuel. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, we got an event. We have found a new land. There's so many good things over here. There's food. There's more iron. I'm just like kind of happy in my little safe space though. I'm having a blast over here. So I'm just gonna keep kind of focusing over here. We just like desperately need to get certain things in order. This like this area over here is a disaster, for instance. I would like to get this kind of full up of houses and then put stuff on top, you know what I mean? I feel like, though, we're going to run out of junk, and then we're going to be in a bad place. I need more energy, so I need more of these. We need to definitely get one more of those. Oh, man, there's so many problems. All right, 70%'s not bad. All right, we're back to square one, which is... how do I maximize my area? That's 70%. See how it's too close? All right, one more tile. That's not bad. One more. Honestly, like, maybe even placing it down here. Because if I get the demolition crews... oh, no, I can't just blow out one piece. I have to... it gets a little weird. Maybe I should do it that way, though. I'm thinking out loud. Like, this would be... actually, like, back here, this would be the place for housing. Like, I have this here, I have the wheel here. But we could do something much smarter with this space. So let's... we don't have enough steel to do a full reorganization right now, but I'm thinking we do something smart. Alright, so you see right here, we got kind of a little spot that we could do this in. Okay, so support, and then this. And this supposedly will work. This is going to be expensive. I just want to get the power going for a second, so let's just get a ramp up over there and see if this works. That's kind of cool, because I think it's using the underside of the boat. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get another junker up. If I can get the other junker up, then we won't run out. Right now, I'm worried we're going to run out. We have 2 people who need a home. That's going to be part of a lot of this. Okay, yeah, it's saying 0% down there. Something is growing on our buildings? What? Minus 180 wood, plus 50. Oh, nice. We can eat it. Let's take the influence points for 180 wood. Yeah, it won't let me do it. Okay. That answers that. Let's boot it up 1 tile. Let's see how this would work. I don't know. We'd have to go inside here. I'm gonna get iron out. Okay. We're gonna do this all out of iron just in case it causes issues at some point. Interesting. Okay. It's not working the way I wanted it to. That's alright. We're just gonna do this. And somehow that works. Alright. There we go. Okay, so this did work. We were able to get it down to... okay. So we can get it out from this level. But on top of it, the reason I want to do this is I want to put housing on the top of this. Or something else, right? So now that I know I can get it sideways, that's all that matters. We just need a bunch of iron. Okay, so we got one going this way. And it just needs a little support. There we go. Beautiful. And now we can get another one out over here. And basically once I do this, I have every resource. I'm able to produce it. Okay, we gotta make sure we have support. So I need a support right here. And a support right here. We can do it like that. Looks kind of cool. Oh man, that is awesome. 70%, eh? It's because of this guy right here. That's alright, he can move over. Alright. So that's another big thing of energy there. Big old thing there. Now what I'm kind of curious about is what I could get away with over here. Yeah, see, look at that. Look at that though. I pop it out one more. Ooh, just one more pop, and it works. Now let's see, can this fit over there? No, that hates it. Well, we're really close to over here now. Trying to think. I mean, maybe I should pop it out more to get some more housing. It's kind of crazy is at the end of the day, a lot of what I'm doing is going to come down to wood. Now, this creates... see, this is kind of thing. This is the math part of it, right? Because if I can create more wood, if I can create more water up here... oh, there's just a lot of ways to look at this. Okay, I can't place that there right now. See, this is where it's at. It's the fishing hut pushes out. You see that? 49%. Ooh. Yeah, so the fishing hut pushes out in a way. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, okay. I can work with that. I don't know. Will any of the other... So these guys are straight down. This guy is straight down. Yeah, but the fishing hut... I don't like the yields, but I don't hate the yields, you know? So the question is, can I do this? No. I'd have to go all the way over. Okay. Will that hold? Yes, it will. It only needs to go out one more tile, too. Okay. We'll do that. That will hold. Alright. And then... there we go. So it's giving me the finger, but... I still think it will hold. Nope. However... what if... I did this? What if we did it like this? No, they won't hold. Okay. It's actually kind of crazy is that we could get 3 of these out if we did it right. Okay, so this battery is doing nothing. Absolutely nothing for me. Our wood is decaying rapidly. So we need a lot more wood. We need 1 more of these guys. That's why I got the power going. This battery, yeah, it's done nothing too beneficial. This spot over here is actually really cool. We can at least get some houses up over here. Let's see. Yeah. Looks like right here and here. That will help with some of our issues. Let's get some more research going. Let's get into wood cultivation, perhaps. For emergencies. Alright, we got a ghost ship. We can get influence. We can take the iron and junk. Ship blueprint. We can get ourselves this one, our hope for a better future. Or we can take the goods. No, we'll take the frame. I have a few of those. They want to change the leader. Let's see. Plus 15% work efficiency on energy. Work efficiency on society. Work efficiency, 18% work efficiency at sea. That's kind of cool. We got 2 ships. That might help out. Ooh, a sailing trader. Yep. We'll let him go. Yeah, so since these woodcatchers, these things actually I think could work really decent. Being at like the front of the ship. We'll experiment on the back here and let me see what I can do with this. There we go. Quite honestly, more so than the food, I would really just like the wood. So this consumes 1.75 per hour. Okay, so how much does it produce? It produces, so this is interesting. Produces 1.25 per hour. Consumes 14. Now, if we were to go over to the wood boiler, consumes 1, produces 12. We would technically be... yeah, we would be like just a little bit up. It would be like negligible. It would be like 1 or 2. I mean, it would work, but it would be stupid at the same time. So, okay. See, what's cool though is we are expanding a back part of our base though. Just gonna get it all up. So the production output for food is full. Alright, I want to delete some stuff down here. Water storage, and I want to replace it with food storage. Now let's place food storage right there for now. Get it up. So the best way to do this is we need to produce 1.75 water per hour. The best way to do that would be with electricity. An electric desalinizer. Yep. 7 energy would give us 14 water. And that would give us 1 wood plantation. We need 2 of these guys. You know, it'd be kind of cool as if I could continue to go out, but I don't think it would let me. We need a lot more large metal, and we need more junk. This thing is really coming along. Oh crap, the storm is here. I gotta get out of here. I got wrapped up. Alright, we're in a new land. Ooh, this is a cool one. I haven't seen one like this before. It's ruins. Our ship is getting big. So over here, we got ourselves a valuable crate. There's a lot of wood around here too. Alright, at a minimum, while I'm messing around with all this stuff, we have to get another electric junk crate. I was hoping... See, that's 49% right there. Yeah, he can't get out. I was hoping I could find a way to make this bigger. Now you can see that it is yellow structural integrity. If I place this here, I place that there, still yellow. I don't think we can go any further than this. Oh, they found land. Look, land. All right, stop. Plus 10 loyalty. Our new home influence. This ain't anything. We did. Oh, so we actually did it. We actually beat the game. Wow. That was cool. The set course. We did it. Oh, I thought we found land. I thought we found land. We found something else. We got bamboozled. Ooh, look at that. Tier 2. Unlock trader. Acquire leader actions. Okay. Got the sea dude. The electric greenhouse. The electric greenhouse is cool. It doesn't consume too much. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. It consumes water for electricity. Sun energy boiler. Alright, here's the cloud catcher. The cloud catcher is cool too. But the important thing is we're gonna get up this thing right now. But here's the end goal ship. It's 300 steel, 660 tools. Pretty easy. I'm just having fun with my ship. Yeah, so you see how big this footprint is? This, to me, really just screams like, oh, front ship kind of thing. Alright, so this is what I think we're going to do. I'm going to pop it out one. Yeah, we got to pop it out two. Need a little bit more. I think we need to pop it out 4 times, and we'll see if 4 will hold. I think it will. Ooh, it can't hold the weight. Okay. Alright, do some supports. Kind of crazy is we actually have so much fuel now. I'm kind of like thinking about switching this thing on just to get it going, man. There's just too much to do. Let's get some more iron. Okay, we got one more. So if I place it out here, I get this guy going down. Oh, we did it. We were able to do it. Perfect. Okay, we just need to use supports correctly. We can do it. Do we want to take these people in? 4 more workers? Why not? Okay, we're in business. He's got to go all the way. That's kind of crazy. I think I know why you want to have your warehouse workers now. All right, yeah, they have to move the goods into storage and then come all the way back. Can't be having that. We'll do this. Got a small fry guy. Okay, and we're only gonna allow junk here. There we go. Now they can just pop out, do what they gotta do. We should probably... So, we got this junk. So, what that tells me is that we're feeding junk here, and we're feeding junk here. So, let's put a person in here. Alright. That way, they can go get whatever. They can help out move things around. Let's see what the research is telling us. Tools production. Let's get into that. I think getting another wind turbine wouldn't be too bad. Probably get into some batteries, too. Well, that tells me we could probably get this to work if I just believe in myself. Now we're gonna fill this in. Okay. Mine to destroy this and this. Now we're gonna put the real deal down there. Okay, so if we support it down here, then we get green above. Do it. And if we support right here, we get green there. Now, does that impact this? No. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Okay. So the question is, can I put this over here? I probably can. I just need to keep backing it up. Or, yeah, wood production. Oh, storm is here. We gotta get out of here. Keep finding land. It's kind of... This is getting kind of crazy. We don't have sand. Okay. So, we need to get sand extractors. See how much water we have? Because we're getting like... It's not like telling the complete truth. It says -10, but, you know, we're not really losing too much. And it looks like we're out of storage, too. This hasn't been... Okay, that's a food warehouse. Okay. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like, all this needs to be moved around. Yeah. Like, fuel. Let's move this all out of here. Let's organize this. This is a kind of a perfect spot for it, not gonna lie. Just put it over here on the back. And we're gonna get up right in between both of these. Storage. And it's having a problem. That's okay. Actually, it's not okay. Okay, that one we got support on. That one we got support on. Perfect. Alright, let's get people back to work. Sailors. Yeah, so what I think we should do is start moving a lot of this stuff around. So we got fuel over here. And if we get support under this, I'm pretty sure we can start putting other stuff. Alright. Yeah, let's get food over here. And then a food warehouse back here. I'm gonna ignore the trader. I don't have anything to give him. But now I can just really dial in some of this stuff. Alright, we're gonna delete you, you, and you. Heck, we're gonna delete all of this jazz. Okay. Nope, I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that at all. This does take wood and water, and we have plenty of wood. So yeah, that's a good one. It looks like food, actually, we're kind of hurting on. We're gonna do 2. Okay, we'll get 2 of these going. And we're gonna have to stop doing so much iron. Or run out of junk. Okay. So 125 food. Okay, let's hold off. We have the potential to expand, but we don't need to use it quite yet. Okay, so let's see if we can get this out. Ooh, we did not like that. Okay. Yeah, there's something about that tile. Oof, it just threw everything off. Well, that was dumb. Alright, we're gonna delete that. There's just too much weight back here. There we go. There we go. Okay. This is where it likes to be. We're still gonna delete it. Just simply because. I think food is fine. I think it's lying to me. Change the leader. Okay. Plus work 15% work efficiency of polluters. Not enough storage for this fuel over here. Alright. We're gonna try this. We'll double it up. And yeah, this will actually work. There's a spot right here. Get that up. Okay. Too much weight. Alright. I feel like I'm pushing it. Alright, we're gonna tear this back part off. It's unnecessary. I'm gonna get one more storage back here for junk. There we go. Okay, so we got all that out of there. Now, they're still looking for room for some of this stuff. Where production output's full on fuel. Interestingly enough, I think they're using the liquid storage for... Okay, so there's water there. There's only so much. I'm hoping that they just stop working, which would be great. Because 200 is actually far more than enough. It looks like we're positive on junk by just a hair. Ooh, wood is through the roof. Wood is too extreme. I see. So storage is the only place you can put fuel. My bad. There she blows. Okay, let's put it right here. And the only thing I'm going to store in here is going to be fuel. Literally nothing else. That's perfect. We don't need any more really than that. And now I can start getting out housing down here. Okay. This is pretty crazy, actually. So now I need to get sand. Oop, we need to get out of here. Set course. Alright, festivity for people. Let's... 168 food for +1 loyalty. Yes. Alright, next technology. I guess we can go for metal houses. Maybe I should just hold off. Yeah, let's hold off. Let's build our houses right. It's pretty crazy progress, though. Like, once you really get into it, oh my gosh. Yeah, we never have to worry about fuel. Seems like power is kind of tripping me up right now. After metal houses, I think we're gonna go look at batteries. Alright, we got metal houses. What do those look like? These can hold up to 6. Wow. Well, that's just a big house. Okay. One there. One there. Actually works out real well. Lined up perfectly. Okay. So what I'm thinking we do is we build houses on both sides. Okay. Yeah, we don't need to get access here anymore. We have dock access over there. That's perfect. But what we do need is some kind of ladder. A staircase up. Honestly, an elevator would be pretty cool. So we could put an elevator. Alright. I'm going to get rid of all that jazz. We're going to put an elevator right here. And then the elevator will come out right there. Okay. This is a little weird. That's alright. Unfortunately, let me see what I can do here. Does this thing even work? I'm gonna have to mess around with this because I want to put more houses up. I'll take them. 4 people, yeah. Well, I don't know if I like these elevators, man. They're just a little wonky for me. Okay. If I get multiple houses up here, though. Okay, so this is actually what you do here. You get up the small metal stuff. And then you just boot this out one. There we go. Okay, we're gonna get a metal walkway here. And then what I'm gonna do, real simple. Gonna bust down here. That gives us access to the backside. And then right here, we just gotta go over. I'm gonna need to blow this up. Okay, I'll put a bomb there. Blow it up. And we'll get one of the reinforced wooden pathways. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, and that will give us access to everything up here. We'll have all the houses. Perfection. Now we can have tons of people. All right, let's look at batteries. I think we're getting close. Let's get that big battery. Actually, yeah, we can't do batteries. So we need to get sand in order to get tool production. And that's just a little bit of iron. All right, junk is positive, wood is positive. Everything is positive. Even if it doesn't say it is, it is. King's right hand. Prove your value first. Give me some tools. Heck yeah, that's all I want. Change your life. Nope, nope, nope. It's actually kind of crazy how with just the one thing of water and some passive water collection, we're just doing blockbuster. Even a lot of wood. I think food's kind of okay. We could get more people, but we don't need it. We kind of just need to get tool production going. All right, let's crank on the metal smelter. We do have 331 fuel. All right, we got a battery now. And it's going to require tools. Cool. So that's our big bottleneck now. Sand extractor. Oh my lord. God have mercy on my soul. Okay. I guess it's not going to be perfect. To be fair, though, let's just get rid of this guy. I think we have enough wood. I'm going to move this guy up here. We'll just do that. Let's do a ladder into it. There we go. We're back in business. Consumes 15 or 16 fuel. Wow. 49%. You know, it is what it is. Let's just get it going. Oh crap, we gotta get out of here. Must find land. No, we gotta be real careful with this thing running. We should probably actually go for the more advanced boats. Advanced boats down here. We need the tools. Metal gathering hut. There's a lot of good social stuff. Safety area decorations. We've kind of like maxed out everything. Fuel warehouse wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's do that. I'm not taking any more people on right now. Should probably actually switch these 2 dudes, but I think this will be okay for now. So this gives capacity of 0.5 per meter. And the other guy gives 10. I mean, shoot. I could just pump that out to the side. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I have to have access to it. That's a good battery right there, though. All right, I have an idea. Let's see if it works. And then pop it out. Okay. Yeah, up, up, up. Right there. Nice. Nice. Very good. That's 8. That's 8 capacity battery. That's not bad. We can do it twice. Ooh, I don't know if it's gonna hold. I can at least get... Yeah, I can get it built. I don't think I need access to it, to be honest. Whoops. They fell. They'll be okay. They'll get back up. Don't worry about them. Alright. Yeah, we got the 2 batteries. So that gives me 8. Yeah, I got 16 fuel storage. Let's go for the steam generator just because. Personal project. I'm going to say we don't care. Yeah, I'm also thinking about this gent right here. Clearance 79%. Actually, you know what? That's not that bad. 70% on this thing over here is not bad. Wow, 90%? Wow. 99%. How's that freaking possible? Okay, well, we're going to do that. We got to start using these turbines, though. There we go. Now you should have access. Ah, crap. It's going to fall. Wait. Let me try supporting it. There we go. Oh, I think we got it this time. And there we go. We got the power. Oh, no, it's gonna fall. Needs to be back just a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Now we're in business. All right, let's put a sailor in there and let's get it going. And let's get access to this. There we go. We're in business. All right, now we got positive flow. We got to get out of here, though. All right, next place. We're in a bit of a pickle right now. We got to stop getting the sand. We'll just turn the sand thingy on when we need it. It's not going to be something we can run all the time. Okay, so tool production is back on the menu. And now we'll be able to produce tools. But I'd love to get some more passive energy. Actually, these are much better, you know. They produce 4. This produces 6 with 1 person, though, so that's pretty good. And yeah, we couldn't produce any energy there. This is pretty cool. I really dig this. And we need to boot it out, but we keep running into stuff. All right, we're gonna turn this guy off. We're getting weird. And look how much freaking wood we got coming in. It's kind of crazy. I think if I'm gonna do this right, I should focus. Okay. Like one good wood area. So tool production consumes a little bit of sand and steel. Not bad. That's a cool building. This is meant for the tail. So I think what we'll do is we'll put it over here instead. Because we do have, you know what, like honestly, we do have a nice little housing area now. And that's quite a bit of housing. I say we put it over here. And for research, could go into goods manufacturing if we wanted to. Could go to concrete buildings. That sounds kind of cool. All right, I kind of like this one right here, right there, and get that out right there. Boom. Okay, let's get to it. So this guy's popping out here. Now what I need to do is get rid of both of these and all of this and start reorganizing. All right, so this is what I know. I know we can go out about 4 of these. I might be able to get away with 5. Let's see. I think it's all just about weight. If I just over specialize these, right? See, that one it doesn't like, because it doesn't have anything underneath it over here. Okay, so we see we got that to hold. Ooh, concrete pillar. My bad. Let's hold the phone. Yeah, we just got concrete pillar. That changes everything. Look at that. Oof, 400 and 3,300. 400 support. Where's... Oof. Okay, well, everything just changed. And we just need 4 sand to do that? Okay, well, we're turning this bad boy back on. Because that's how we can get wood. If we even need it. Okay, we're going to turn this off. And we're going to build this out. Nice, he's tackling the junk and the iron. Oh, wow. Got 31 stored. We got a good amount of energy now. Okay. Oh, these are expensive. That's interesting that it doesn't support... I'll have to get another one underneath it. Maybe I could support it with this. We'll see. Yeah, so the support on this is 800. It weighs 96. So this... Oh, I see. That's interesting. Support of 3,300. So realistically, the best way to use this would be like this. And then you got your guy out there. But then you use this as the bottom support. Yeah, just one of them literally got that guy out there. Nope, didn't. Alright. Oh, wow. All that's gonna fall now. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Got that. Yeah, the concrete doesn't really hold too well. Let's see, if I put the concrete underneath that and there. Ooh, okay, so that's where it's helping. The bottom like that. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at it. Look at that thing, man. I'm giving it wings. No, I'm trying to get the woodcutter guy out here. Okay, yeah, this is probably dumb. The thought process was, let's see, if I get him here, he cuts in just a little bit. So, let's get a little bit more. What I'm thinking I do is if we go 2 tiles wide on this, and we go crazy, like we are right here, All right, we got the support. And we got to put the pillars underneath it. That's actually really cool. Oh, it held. Okay. I know I'm supposed to beat the game, but I'm just like, nah, I'm going to build this crazy freak ship. All right, so we can get one there. And we can get one right here. And it's a little off. If we... Oh, look at that. Perfect. Okay, now on the back side, needs to come out one more tile. And we need a little bit more sand. Okay, yeah, one more, and we got it. And then we have all this extra space, which is pretty cool. But we'll get 4 of these. Alright, and then that means we can use this side for what it was meant for, which is like just junk. You know, getting the junk. And this. Now we can move this guy over a little bit even. Yeah. Yeah, we can move him right here on top of the building. Perfect. Alright. It's a new age. It's the age of wood. We can get a little bit more fuel generation going. It's kind of crazy how much material we have now. You really just start snowballing after a while. So we'll get this out. Get all the support right here. I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna do supports right here, just because. And then we'll slap it in down here. Pop, pop, pop. Look at that. Oh yeah, that is strong. I don't know if I'm too close to this guy over here now. I just realized I messed up. It's okay though. It's okay. I mean, we're just building this monstrosity anyway, so yeah, I won't get the crazy percentages, but that's okay. I guess what I should do then is move this over here. All right, we're just gonna go crazy today. It's crazy time. Okay, what I think we're gonna do is hang a couple of these guys up. All right, boom. Can actually fit. Yeah, because we can fit 2 of these here. Then we got this wide open area. It's kind of reinforced. I'm gonna put this right here. Oh, we gotta get out of here. All right, I gotta turn this thing off for a little bit. We're burning through the gas. All right, it's holding. All right, I think what we're gonna do is delete all this. There it is. Yep. I just need to get a little bit of support on this thing. All right. Yeah, we didn't get it right. I can't get it down. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so I think it's realistically food production that's, or sorry, fuel production that's holding us back. My question is, can we do this? Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot all about the batteries on those things. Arrgh. Okay. Let's just build a new one. Nah, none of it's gonna... It's all gonna crash. I can put one right here, though. Alright, let's do that. And we got decorations. That's kind of cool. Put some chimes on it. I don't know, that's about all I can do. Alright, we can get a little bit more fuel production going. Oh, I see. It's inaccessible because there's something in the way. Alright, cool. There's so much wood around us. Yeah, they're getting good. We're getting people pretty darn happy. Alright, let's get a storage up back here. Maybe 2 of them. So I think what we should probably do is get up more water desalinization and more energy production. Once we get... we can get a whole other side out here. Now that I know I can go crazy like that, it's pretty nuts. Probably means I could go out a little bit more over here even. Let's go down. Okay, let's see. If I remove these and I replace them, this might help out. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. So what I want to know is, how far can I go out? Not very. I gotta keep going. Each one of these, though, is weighing us down. You can see, yeah, it doesn't like it. I think you want to go lighter. That would work, but it won't hold it. Let's see. This is the problem, is this right here needs to be further out for us to get the proper support. I would have to completely reorganize all of this. That's the problem. It would require quite a bit of reorganization. But we could get 4 of those things going. Okay. We can get this guy going full time now. So we got a lot of fuel. You know, we have so much water. I wonder if we could get away with it. A wood plantation, like right here. I'm gonna try. We gotta get out of here, though. Let's set course. All right, it's up. Yeah, a little bit of water. That's fine. Okay, we're at like a weird spot in life, and we need to get some wood up fast, pronto. That's okay. These are, you know, 70% reduction, but that's okay. Whatever works, right? Let's get it going. This is actually causing clearance issues. I'm gonna move it over here, and we'll move this back. There we go, 100%. Everyone's going up here to get water. That's kind of funny. All right. Yeah, realistically, anywhere I could put water, like here even, and then put little collectors on top. That's a pretty smart idea. Can't support it. That's fine. We'll just do one. Yeah, because passive water is the way to go. I could do piping. Let's see. Can we hold it? Yeah, we can't hold it. Too heavy. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, here we go. We're getting a little bit better. I'd love to get some passive water going here. Okay. Boom. Boom. Now we can do it. Boom, boom. Boom. Oh, gosh. There we go. There we go. Oh, heck yeah, dude. There we go. Now we can get up. Big old thing right here. Passive collectors. Oh, this is a beautiful thing right here. We need a little bit more down there. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the land down under. It's kind of crazy. You have to just continuously go down, down until you can't anymore. It looks like we've kind of hit the limits. I like it. I'm gonna let it go, but this is really cool because we're just generating free water. I'm not gonna take those people. We have too many, and we're running out of wood. Okay. So this guy over here, he produces 1.5 per hour. And this guy produces 1.25 per hour wood plantation. Oh man, woodcatchers are just so OP. I gotta think about this. Okay, let's turn off the wood to fuel for a second. Let's turn this guy off for a second. Okay, right here. It needs a little bit of support, but I think we can get it done. Okay, here we go. Support, support. I think we got it. Yep, yep. As long as I support here and here, and then as long as I support the support, there we go. Yeah, side support. Wow, beautiful. Okay, now we got another wood guy, and a part of me thinks we need more boats. I'm gonna get 2 of them. We'll just have to take turns at the dock. We'll get 2 more teams. All right, it's time to set course. It's getting close. All right, we're at 27 wood per day. This is really dangerous. Something on the horizon. Nah, let's just keep looking for land. Okay, we got people scrapping. We got lots of water. We got a good chunk of food. A lot of junk. Even with our dude running, we're getting wood from this. Like, we're just peeling through that wood. Yeah, the upgraded sun distillers are really cool. They're just always working. Okay. Concrete foundation buildings. Okay, that's expensive. The cloud catcher could be pretty cool. I just don't like that it takes energy. Fuel pipes. Oh wow, the junk boiler produces water and fuel. Consumes so much junk though. Well, let's do some math. Okay. So wood to fuel is producing 6 off of 3. It's producing 1 per hour off of 3. This produces 1.5 off of 3 junk. Now a junk collector gives us 2 junk per hour. Wow. Versus 1. Wow. And it gives us water. Wow. That's actually pretty good. And if I come over here, he's producing 3.5 per hour on that water. What I'm getting at is the electricity I'm using for the water could just be used for more junk. That's pretty good. Produces 1. This produces 3.5. It's not good enough to replace it. I feel like we should probably leave the water situation alone. I think it's awesome. But I don't know, that junk boiler, that's pretty tempting. Because we could probably stop using these guys. And then I could destroy this wood plantation, which is draining water. I don't know. We have a lot of water. These junk guys, their footprints are just so big, too. Thing is, we have so much junk. Alright, I'm gonna get it. Oh, we'll think about it. Yeah, four ships on 2 docks seems to be about right. Nice, we've hit peak inventory. Let's go back to getting sand. That's what's funny is the end goal ship is what we're building here. No, that's what this is right here, is the end goal ship. To sail, I'll have to look for land. Alright, set the course. Oh wow, there's like a ton of fuel and wood out in the middle of the water. Wow, a house has 8 workers instead of 6. That's pretty cool. Concrete houses look like they're 2 stories though. Alright, let's go for advanced boats. Yeah, I think we need a fuel warehouse. If I put it there, we'll be able to get to it. Nope. That's not true though. We could just put a little staircase up there like that. There we go. Perfect. Alright, now we have a big old spot for fuel. 1,000 fuel. I'm just gonna keep that guy running on that thing because you just never know. Looks like wood's stabilized. Looks like everything is stabilized now. Alright, next area. Okay. I guess we should try to do these things now. Okay. I'm getting rid of all of our ships. We got advanced boats now. Oh, dude, they're cheap too. We got metal boats. Advanced boats. That's funny, the advanced boat right down here. Here we go. Not too bad. Just a couple tools. Alright, we're gonna need tools. So let's turn this guy on. Let's turn the other dude on. Oh, he's already on. Alright, advanced boat's gonna rock. There we go. Got a bunch of them now. Says it's wait in the dock. I don't understand that. I'll just reset that. I'll set it up 1 tile higher. I don't know, is it a bigger boat? Alright, they're just being weird. Let's just go to another zone. Okay. Let's do a metal boat and see if it has the same problems. It does. Nope, there we go. It's fixed. And here we are, new place. Just kind of going place to place now. It's kind of insane how much water we have. Our ship got damaged. Let's just fix it. Okay. Something weird's going on here. Let's destroy that. Trying to figure out why they cannot dock. Put them up here. See if that works. It's actually not a bad spot for them. Right over there. Nice. That's neat. That's clean. Alright, I built a new dock. That solved the issue. Something very strange is going on. Sometimes it's best not to question things and just get on with it. There we go. There we go. Honestly, what I probably should do is get up a few rain catchers. Let's see what I can do over here. This is all wholly unnecessary, but I just like doing it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, get a little bit of rain action, right? Alright, and our boats are working again. Cool. So these boats will be able to get like steel and all types of stuff. These advanced boats are amazing. This is actually really cool. We're gonna get a lot of materials. Not that I need it. Yeah, because the endgame boat, we just need 300 steel and 300 fuel. Let's start doing the big boy technologies now. Concrete from foundations, that's a cool one. Boats and cranes to get all that jazz. Cool, let's do it. Okay, so yeah, I haven't been able to find land again, but we did find land that one time. So we technically beat the game like quite a bit ago, but I've just been going crazy. Yeah, I could have them leave their supplies. Let's go ahead and ignore them. And we have a vote on the leadership. +1 production bonus for water, not really necessary. Wow, plus 25% walk speed and +2 carry capacity. There we go, we're going with that. And I think that goes into these perks right here. Yeah, it seems like it has something to do with it. So it's definitely this gen right here. So we can try to increase our happiness a little bit. We could increase water consumption to, yeah, go this direction. I think I'll try increasing water consumption on everybody. There we go. Average house quality 1.5. They really want pretty houses. Unfortunately, I don't know, man. We're limited. I could try to put a roof on. There, you got the ugliest roof in the world. Yeah, that did not work the way I wanted it to. Alright, we have to boogie. Let's get out of here. Alright, we're in a bit of a pickle here. I was moving too fast. I was quantum leaping, so to speak. Through all the portals trying to find home. Yeah, we did not find it. We have a lot of junk. Alright, so we got this guy here going. Let's see what kind of techs we got. We are making tools now. We easily got 50 tools. Plastic explosives sound kind of fun. Alright, yeah. Oh, we did it. We found land. Yes, we found it again. So you can miss it and find it again. We didn't like that other land. That other land sucked. So here it is. This is our new home. Oh, because I clicked the same landing. Shit, last one. Okay, this is our house. Let's do it. We're done. So you can set course and you can leave, but technically we have beaten the game. So from this point, I think we can actually make a permanent colony on all of this, which is really crazy. It's like there's a locked entrance over here that we need power to open. All right, let's see what we can do here. Okay, we have this going out right here. We got a staircase up into a ladder. And then we can put some people on this. All right. We have access. So how can we best support some of this stuff? We'll get concrete underneath it. Boom. Fully supported now. This is so awesome. All right, let's speed this up. Let's see what's inside this vault. This is our permanent little bridge over here, though. Here they go. It's going to take a bit. It's crazy is we have all this land now. So our main area here, no longer alone. There's a lot of places we could build tall windmills on. You could pretty much go as high as you wanted. But to me, the journey was getting this ship. You could definitely build some much nicer houses. All right. Workers, good at gathering stuff. Worker happiness out of 20. You know, this isn't really that great. I'm just going to say it's too dangerous. I mean, the resources were nothing special. Okay. My question is, can we build fancy houses now? We gotta at least build a fancy house. Alright. I'm gonna fill it in with this. We're gonna have to make a lot of that. It's actually kind of crazy. Like, at this point in the game, you just kind of go nuts. And we're missing one Jenga block right there, though. That's my problem. Okay, so we definitely need concrete foundational buildings. And I think we should make this out of something nicer. Oh no, this is actually kind of cool. Because now I can just place this stuff anywhere. Yeah, we gotta colonize the place. Actually, we should probably just leave this where it was. Yeah. This is a large bridge-like path that can support things above it. Okay. Just gonna get this out of the way. Alright, so we're gonna build something kind of fancy here. There we go. That actually held by itself. I'm still gonna support it though. There we go. Okay, we're permanently affixed. And we're gonna put a metal house here. Oof. These metal houses are actually huge. Okay, we'll put the metal house right here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll use this support just to make it kind of look cool. We don't need to use it, but I don't like that it just hangs over, you know? Perfect. Okay, they're saying they have no access here. So my question is... Yeah, I don't know. You can't walk through these things, so that's fine. Let's just do a metal path. I think you get a speed bonus on this, 25%. Yeah, so let's replace all that with that. Perfect. Now we can make it fancy. Look at that. Fancy house. Get some decorations on it. Let's see. Now, can I get a roof on this that doesn't look terrible? Probably not. It seems like this house just hates it. Let's go back into decorations and see if we can get a new tech. Concrete foundational buildings. Okay, nobody's starving yet, right? Okay, perfect. All right, so housing, area decorations. Okay. Could go into concrete housing. That would be wise too. We need a bunch of concrete. All right, and this guy, our junk dude. All right, he can go right here. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's get him back on. Oh, that's interesting. We put it backwards. Yeah, that's a new style for sure. Okay. All right, it will work. We need to move some stuff out of the way. All right. Being difficult. No. Okay. So it's having support issues. No biggie. All right. Put a support right down there. You know what's actually kind of cool is we could technically just hang it right here. I like that. Got to get that industry. Okay. So what we'll do is back here, we'll have an up ramp. And we can have a ladder right here. There we go. We're cooking with gas now. There's your roof. Get to work. Your roof is your job. I run the worst societies ever sometimes. Okay, let's get some storage up there. At least they're close to their work site. So safety and windows. So you can see that the quality can be increased. We got decor, we got comfort. They want windows and they want safety. So we're gonna come back over here. We're gonna go into windows. This is actually kind of crazy how big everything here is. All right, we got windows. Ooh, that's like a huge... Oh, balconies, okay. Okay, got some balcony love. An open balcony. All right, let's put the open balcony on there. A little weird, but that's all right. Oh, an attic window, okay. Yeah, I'll put the window right there. I gave him 6 windows, okay. It has to be attached. It did count and gave us 4 windows. It's the ugliest house I've ever seen. Let's make it prettier. Oh, nice. We can put windows on it like that. That's cool. All right. So now we got the windows. It's a beautiful house. I think we're going to get rid of this because it just doesn't fit, right? All right. We got 4 to 6. So safety's next. All right. We'll go into safety. All right. We got wood. We got food. We got water. I mean, water is not even a thing anymore. Like, there's so much space for us to make a piping system. Well, we must get our initial colony up over here. Go ship. I'm just going to take the credit. This is a cool area, but I don't think it's a good area. I think it's a good area for, like, industry. It's got all these sites. I don't think it's a good area for housing. I think this might be the best area for housing. However, it needs to be smart. So, I think we should go down. All right, we're going to get that out. Okay. There we go. And all the way over, just like that. Perfect. Yeah, we'll make it 2 tiles wide. Why not? I kind of like to make, you know, big old openings like this. Makes it look big, regal. Okay, so now we got to get some housing in here. Let us build. There we go. Ooh, the concrete houses are pretty dope. We should go with those. We're going to build out our first housing area down there. Let's take these people. We can really start to expand our economy now. We did get security. Let's do advanced decorations. They might fit the house a little bit better. Balcony metal. +2 safety and window value. Wow. Safety nets. Okay. That's pretty cool. +3 safety. Put it right here. No, does that hit everyone in a radius? Doesn't look like it. All right, we'll put a safety net above the door so they can... I don't know how that's going to help them, but they feel safe. That's a beautiful thing right there. That's the ugliest house I've ever made. We're going to make prettier ones down here. We'll make standardized housing. So we need to make sure everything is in order. We no longer need our fuel for what we were using it for, which was moving point to point. And surprisingly, we're burning through a lot of fuel too. I got all 3 of these going. They're cutting into our wood. What kind of sucks is we will see some wood coming around, so yeah, our ships will definitely still have things to do. There we go. I'm kind of feeling like I want to move the junk shop area over here. Is this kind of a beautiful place for it? 70%. Okay, so what we're going to do over here, use some of our metal. Okay. And let's just push it out just a tad bit. But yeah, let's move all the junk shop stuff over here. We'll get storage out for it, make it pretty. There we go. Advanced decorations. Get a pretty little staircase going around. And I'm trying to think. I think. Connecting it this way. And there we go. All right. So we got that. Now what we need is storage. There we go, 600. So now what I'm going to do is take the recycler and we're going to place that over here. There we go. That may or may not work. We'll find out. I do know I accidentally moved this and that was a mistake. Oh crap. Oh crap. Threw everything off over here. What did I do? Well, I took weight off. That's so weird. I must have been stabilizing this. Okay, so let's put that guy here. That guy here. You here. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Stabilized. Alright. I'm gonna move... Oh, that. Yeah, look at that. 94%. Oh, it loves it here. Okay, 92%. Just needs a little bit of stabilization. There we go. Boom. We'll do 2 stabilizers. And right here, perfect. Get a little side staircase up. There we go. Awesome. All right, recycler going now. And we just need a little bit of support. Okay, it's collapsing. Perfect. There we go. All right, so they can't get access to this guy. Even though... Okay, yeah, here's the entry. Do this. We're in business. Come on, you got an entry path right there. Okay, so this should work right here. This right there, there's entry path. All right, we're gonna move some stuff around, unfortunately. All right, we'll get rid of that. We'll place it right here, make it a little bit easier to get into. All right, let's place it out 1 tile. We need to come out 1 more tile. There we go. Boom, just like that. Okay, so now we destroy this and we just reposition it. There we go. Now they can get in from the side. All's well in the world, please? Please, work. Ah, now they want to come in from the backside. That's fine. There's plenty of room. Okay, there must be something going on with this, as you can see, because it's saying that even over here we don't have access. So what is going on? They can come in over here. Ah, I see. They're real finicky. Ah, they're saying nobody can come over here. Okay. Ah, I wonder if this guy's blocking everyone. That'd be funny. All right, I think we're gonna put this guy back. It did not go to plan. Yeah, we're gonna put him back. We're gonna give him the support he needs. We're gonna call it a day. Okay, yeah, that windmill was definitely blocking a lot of people. Let's get him all to work. All right, I think we need more storage over here. I don't feel like this is enough. Oh wow, concrete foundation is 100. Okay, let's put 2 right here. All right, I think we can use steel foundation here. And get up 1 more big storage. There we go. Makes me feel better. All right, we're running out of wood, which is kind of crazy. Let me try to figure out. It's probably the fuel production. We're gonna have to turn one of them off. And let's get up some wood catchers. We have plenty of room now. Yeah, we'll get up him. Get 1 more wood guy going. That will help out. Yeah, we're not pulling in all that wood like we were before. Let's see, what else research can we get? Area decorations. We don't have... Maybe we have 30 goods. I don't know. We might have to rob someone. The concrete house is 40. So we need a lot of fuel in order to get the concrete. The sand, I should say. Alright, how's this thing doing? Yeah, a lot of fuel being burnt. They're all getting water from here. Alright. Yeah, we were missing 4 in storage in order to do this. We have to go to new tech. Let's get our headquarters up on this island. I'm trying to think of things we can do to officially establish ourselves. So we moved a good chunk of the industry, moved a house over here. That's not good enough, right? We really need to get this going a little bit faster. Our boats are pretty much going out and getting the goods. There's like a lot of floating wood out there, so that should help us out. We're positive on wood again. We're positive on everything except for water and food, quote unquote, but we know that's not true. Fuel, we're not positive on. We need to get more wood catchers, is what we need to do. And then we need to turn this guy back on to full speed. We just need to start making lots of fuel. Let's see, is there any room over here for this? No. There's room over here. If I cut that tree down, I'm gonna need a demolitions team. Finally. You know, we could get wood plantations going, but they just consume so much water. They're just not as good as the wood catchers. But you can do a lot of passive water collection. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them, to be quite honest. They seem kind of silly. Ooh, hold on though. We got a concrete house. Dude, look at this thing. That is ridiculously big. Okay. Look at one concrete house down here. Now we have a midway point. We're established. We have a house. It's actually kind of an ugly house, but it's ours. So windows, decor, safety, comfort. Comfort 7 out of 8. Alright, we got some new stuff. We got plants. Ooh, these actually take water, but give comfort. Okay. Alright. AC plus 4 comfort. Or electricity. Oh, wow. Consumes fuel for comfort. I can see why you want the big houses, though. Requires electricity plus 6 comfort. Okay. Alright, I have an idea. If we put this here. Little fan thingy, right? And then if I put these guys here. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. We need safety and decor now. Well, that's pretty easy. Decor. Alright, we'll put some plants on this side. 6 out of 8 decor. Potted plants up here too. Okay, that gets us our 8 out of 8. Now we need safety. I like the nets. I thought the nets were kind of cool looking. Alright, I'm gonna put a net there. Round spikes for safety. Okay, that makes sense. There we go. So one more safety and we're max. Oh, these can go on top. That's cool. I want to put wind turbines or something on top, though. Okay. And these spikes also give safety. I don't know why they like spikes. There we go. So, the question is, how do I feed this thing? It needs 1 power. These all take a worker. The wooden wind turbine does not require a worker. 89%. And I only need 1. 1 power, I should say. Okay. And now we need to figure out how to get up here. Alright, we built this monstrosity. Okay, it worked. We got ourselves a little house with a windmill on it. There we go. Power ahoy. So this house right here holds 8 workers, and they're all perfectly happy. So that's going to help us with happiness over here. Housing quality is pretty big. And we've increased water consumption. That gives us plus 4. I feel like the housing quality is where it's at. We're keeping up with production. It seems like wood is the main thing. So let's see if we can find that demolition now. Wood, trees. Okay, yeah, this will get trees and everything. This thing's freaking huge. Alright, let's see if I can place it right here. That does look actually kind of cool. A little house down there. But it gives them gives these people a place who work over here, a place to live that's close by. I'm gonna keep everyone over here with their houses. Oh, dang. Yeah, we got steel in the water there. That's good. I don't want any more people, man. I'm gonna take you, but I don't want you. Okay, and demolition. We'll get them going. I'm gonna start using sailors because we need more workers. There we go. Yeah, he'll get the tree. Now I can mark this tree as high priority. We're gonna get a wood dude off the side there. There we go. They were on track. They take forever. That's why I like to use explosives. It's just faster. Some of these things you need to let them do their thing. Also, I like big booms. Big boom's cool. All right. I think we did kind of go over how like the junk splitter dude is pretty cool, but he does pollute, you know, the waterways. Okay, the junk dude is there. Oof, we'd have to go out quite a bit. Not too bad though. I think I can get it to work over here. Let's go out 2 tiles. 1 more. There we go. Perfect. Get that up. We're gonna need more storage back here. Get another little foundation up. We'll get it right there. Perfect. All right, we got some more wood coming in now. It all adds up. Food is kind of scary. We did take on some more people. I think water, like realistically, let's get a new food system. Let's get a greenhouse down here. What I'm thinking we do is we water world this place. All right, so we're gonna get a greenhouse. I need sunlight. Okay, so there we go. I will need to get some free water out here. Okay, get a couple sailors in there. There we go. Oh my god, 663 tools? Oh boy. Okay, stop that. Stop that now. That's where all of our oh my god. Oh, look at that. Pumpkin decoration. Nice. Yeah. Now, this doesn't have to be fancy. So we're consuming 1.67 per hour. So 7 of these would be a little bit more than we need. Upgraded sun distillers. That's not hard to do. So first and foremost, get some water. And then we're going to decorate the heck out of it. Well, I think that might... Yeah, that sucks. 70... Wind intent... We're okay, but yeah, we got to be careful. I guess I don't care too much, but... Let's do it. Alright, that's connected. And then from there, you just place these things, but there's too much in the way. Gotta get these trees out. There we go. So they don't have to... No one has to be able to reach these things, so you can actually build them out any way you want. That's actually kind of cool. There we go. This is totally unnecessary, but I like the way it looks. Alright, so this is a foundation. That's pretty crazy. It's not that big, but... Look at the 1600 by 33. Yeah. I feel like that's a lot. I feel like it's not worth it. Oh, group leaders are fighting. I'm not gonna side with anybody. Okay, we're gonna start fortifying this. There we go. Little foundational issues, but that's alright. There we go. And there's 4 of them. That should help with our food issue a little bit. Oh, look at that. Just enough room to get a water catcher in there, too. That's kind of cool. Oh, yeah. That's super cool, actually. That's 2 birds, 1 stone right there. Get a little bit more water like that. For sure. Gonna get rid of you. Get another water catcher there. Oh, you can actually even get them off to the sides with this other guy. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're taking this to the limits. Oh, boy. I didn't really think about that. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think it has any clearance issues. Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, we just went next level crazy here. Not enough support over here for you. Okay, that one doesn't have enough support either. This is kind of good enough. Oh, it's not good enough, actually. There's more. Oh, the last one can't hold. We could try to get some stability on this. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work. It put too much weight. There we go. Okay, that's about as good as it gets right there. Got the super rain catcher now. Yeah, I think I'm looking at the water collector, and some of these are saying 0, and this one's saying 100, so I guess it doesn't work. It does look cool, though. But we can... Yeah, we can have multiples, so it's still not terrible, right? I'm looking at the math. Okay. Yeah, you only get 1. It's still pretty cool. So let's get these up where they make sense. Yeah, I'll get those guys down there. There we go. Okay. Feeling good about myself still. Yeah, it says 50%. This one's getting 50. It's got some blockage. This guy's got 0. He's got blockage from above. 75. That's not bad. 50%. 50's okay. So we'll just let it do its thing. The junk's coming in faster than we can smash it, which is pretty cool. Man, we're gonna have a wood crisis here, which could kind of like shut everything down. We do have our wood plantation going still. Oh, the boats can't get out because there's so much floating wood. So what we should do is put a dock over here. Yeah, that's why we're losing. Let's just make a new dock. I wonder if we can put a dock up over here. Okay. Let's try it here. There we go. All right, now we're in business. Got a secondary middle dock. That's actually cool because it can go to any of the storages from there. But they can come over here now and get all this stuff out of the way. We're at 62 population now. All right, let's get a second one up. All right, this guy's in the way. Sailing trader. I'm going to take his stuff so we can finish off that one research. Let's try putting him over here and getting this over. I know it's going to mess this guy up here. Okay, we got another dock out over here. That will help out. It's not messing with any of our clearance there, so that's good. Oh, we are running out of food. That cannot stand. We're also running out of wood. Oof. Okay, several things. We got to stop with this for a bit. We got to turn off all fuel production. Done. And immediately, what I'm going to do is get up a mushroom farm right here. And we'll just get up the base storage for it right across the street. And we got food all top. Okay, we're in good shape. But yeah, we'll switch to a wood and water ratio. And let's use our sailors. This is saying it doesn't have access. Let's get a loop-de-loop. There we go. We're back in business. Now we're gonna have to move this gent somewhere else. Maybe even anywhere but here. Yeah, we could try to move it back up here. I don't think it's gonna work. I think we'll just get rid of it for a little bit. Energy isn't even an issue anyway. We don't need it. We got these two big boys going. All right. Hopefully that solves the food issue right there. I think what we should probably do is get another desalinizer and start focusing on this kind of energy production right here. Yeah, because we could easily on the backside over here. There's just, look how much freaking wood there is in the oceans. It's becoming a huge problem. All right, we do have a lot of sailors, so let's get 3 more advanced ships. We don't have enough people out there. There we go. Let's get these wood piles out and done. So much wood. All right, now we're at 120 wood. We're getting back up there. Oh, nice. We can build a battery. I'm going to place the battery right here next to the turbine. Oh, I just realized that's a bad spot for it. Put it... All right, let's put it right here. Okay, that gives us a little bit of juice. A little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, water wheels. I don't know if a water wheel would work here. I think compared to the other guy. We could try a water wheel. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. All right, let's do that there. And let's get some support. There we go. Okay. Yeah, output. It definitely output 0 there. I didn't think it would. Oh, it's when it rains. It works when it rains. Okay. Well, that doesn't... I mean, it's cool, but yeah. It's not as good as the waves generator. All right, so let's get a wave generator out here. And we don't need to use the fancy stuff for that. We will need some kind of connection, though. Okay, so we're going to do this. Oh, I see. Yeah, we're kind of in a pickle here because this is a wonderful spot. But we have all this junk underneath. All right, let's plug the hole. There we go. We got it. Now we just need to get a little bit of room out here. Bingo was his name-o. Look at that. Yeah, nice. Little spot for a battery, too. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to have this issue. This might actually be why the wind turbines could be beneficial. Even the small one. Yeah, we'll put them up there. We'll get a ladder behind it. There we go. Let's get some energy production going here. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to highly prioritize all the wood. And we have a lot of wood coming in now. We're going to turn all of our fuel production back on. Oof. I'm starting to think I'm hitting the limits. I'm hitting the limits of the game. Oh boy. Yeah. It's a sliding. There we go. That was scary. Almost went to Narnia there for a second. We're back in business. We must have had a collision or something. Alright. So we're going to get a bunch of water from this. That's great. Look how much freaking wood there. Oh, I selected all of it and prioritized the wood. That's why. Okay. We're going to get 2 more ships. There's just a lot. We need to keep this debris out of here. Okay, we're back in business on power. So I'm thinking about doing another water desalinizer. I could just, you know, spam this. It wouldn't be too hard to do. I just don't know if I want to do it that way. I guess I should. We are running a little low on individuals, so... Okay, let me see what I can do here. If I place the water storage there... No, water storage right here. There we go. It's weird that it says they can't reach it when clearly they can. There we go. Alright. Now the moment of truth. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is bust it out over here and have as many of them as I feasibly can before it starts breaking. There we go. So right in the middle. Boom. All right, pause. No, I don't have enough metal. I was like, why can't I place them? All right. Ironically, I was able to just support it. I didn't think that would work. You would think that that would make it more unstable is what I mean. All right, it worked. There we go. It doesn't have enough sunlight over here, so that was a waste of time. Let's get rid of it. Perfect. Yeah, I think, honestly, it's a little awkward. I'm just going to leave it like that. Even 2 is better than nothing. It's having issues. I think over here is probably one of the better examples. But I think we've done it. It's pretty awesome. We definitely could, with the energy we're producing, get up another desalinizer. So we're good. I think food's coming back into equilibrium. We have 65 individuals. We've gotten to our island. We've built it out. I had a blast. A really fun game. Thanks again to Tiny Builds for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate the opportunity.